Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Tides of Wildemount. This is our official D&D Wildemount campaign. We're so happy that all of you have decided to make us your preferred entertainment experience for this apocalypse that we are enduring as we kind of sit at home and bring you D&D from all of our separate homes. We're very, very excited to be here, and we're so stinking excited to be playing through this incredible campaign world. Just a couple quick announcements. First of all, I want to thank our incredible sponsors, our title sponsor, Syrinscape. They are an incredible fantasy player. You can go to Syrinscape.com/RealmSmith, and you can check out a lot of the sound sets that we use in our streams. Make sure that you check them out. You can sign up for free and download all of the stuff that we use, both in this and we used in the Into the Mist campaign as well. And we may be releasing some new sets soon, so stay tuned for that. Syrinscape is back on for this season, and we're very, very happy to have them. We have all of our product sponsors we want to thank, but first of all, we want to thank our brand new product sponsor, that is Beetle and Grimm's. Our good friend Matt, Lillard, and all of the great team over there at Beetle and Grimm. They do an incredible premium box set for a lot of the official D&D stuff. Matt, do you want to do just a quick intro to what you guys do and how they can kind of check you out?
Yeah, it's we started the company 2 years ago with 5 of my best friends. We've been playing since we were 21. I'm 50. Yes, I'm 50 years old. It's terrible, I know, but it's true. And we've been playing the whole time. And so we started a company to create products to make every game sort of experience deeper and better and richer. And so if you're into that sort of thing, check it out at Beetle and Grimm's. I'm wearing swag. I hope that's not too cheesy, but I was like, my other guys were like, you have to wear swag. So I'm wearing swag in tonight's stream. So please forgive my shameless plug of Beetle and Grimm's.
That's great. And they can go to beetleandgrimm.com to find out more?
Yes, please do.
Do you guys have something that's coming out soon that they can keep an eye out? You guys are between
We have a box. We have a gold box right now for Eberron, for the Eberron release, which is incredible. I think it's the best box we've ever had. We have several more boxes coming out. We have a Schrodinger's cat shirt, which we just launched. So that's out. And we also just launched a silver edition of Descent into Avernus. So awesome. We have all kinds of stuff. We have killer t-shirts that we're super excited about. So go check it out.
Awesome. Cool. Beetleandgrimms.com.
Yes.
Check them out.
Thank you for letting me do that. I'm not very good at that. Thank you, Jason.
Dude, and thank you for playing with us today. Matthew will be joining us in the role of Boerth again since the prologue that he played in a couple weeks ago. And just really honored, and yeah, it's awesome to have him back. So thank you. Our other product sponsors, we've got WizKids, of course, a lot of the minis at the table. Dwarven Forge, which we've been using a ton of terrain from. They sent us a dwarven load of dwarvenite that we have on our table, and it's just been awesome. It's unfortunate that the guys aren't here at the table to be able to see it, but we're just super excited to have them at the table with us. Hero Forge is our new sponsor. They will be, right now we're printing. We have to print them outside of Hero Forge because of all the craziness with the world, but they're being printed right now. We're going to get them shipped to us, and you can see Plunkrawk's mini up in I guess Joel set that up in Joel's little frame there, but that is Plunkrawk. We have them all set up, and they're being printed right now, which we're super excited about, and we want to thank Jordan, actually in Toronto, for printing those out for us. And we're super excited to have them at the table soon. And lastly, Mythrol Armory, who make these awesome little dice spinners. I'm sure Joel's got a dice cam for that too. There it is. These are a great dice alternative. Little spinners. They're a lot of fun. They, I think they funded like 1,000,000% or whatever on their Kickstarter. They raised a ton of cash, and they'll be shipping in the next little while. So we're very excited about all of that and having them at the table.
It was only 1,000%.
Oh, it was only 1,000%. It was actually 1,000%, which is pretty freaking awesome. Nolzur's Marvelous Tutorials will be this Sunday. We walk through the D&D Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures line, and at 5 p.m. Eastern on Sundays, 2 p.m. Pacific, we go through and we paint some of the miniatures. We actually replayed the Fire Giant from Origins 2019 last night because I was enjoying Easter dinner with my loved ones. And so just glad to be able to do that. As well, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, we will be doing Behind the Screen, where we talk about our campaigns, both Into the Mist and Tides of Wildemount. And that is a Q&A spoilerific session where you can go and find out kind of some of the things I'm doing behind the scenes, ask your questions of why I did certain things, about certain rules I may have missed, or whatever the case may be. So make sure that you tune in for that. If you like what you see, make sure that you follow and subscribe. Consider making us your Twitch subscription. And that little, what just happened there is a follower. So if you follow at home, automatically it'll light this little potion bottle purple. If you subscribe or spend bits, it blinks blue. So that is just our little feedback way of letting you know that we know you're here, and we want to thank you all for that. And of course, over and above all, we want to thank DnD. There it is. There are some bits. Overall, we want to thank Dungeons & Dragons, of course, for having us on their channel. Make sure that you follow them and give them the subscription love as well. They make it possible for us to do this, including their incredible game that we are honored to play. And thank you for that subscription again. Finally, I know that's a lot of announcements, but finally, our good friend Todd Harris passed away a year ago. It will be this Wednesday that he didn't show up to our game night. We wondered where he was and spent the next day looking for him, and then found out he had taken his life. So this episode, we're playing in his honor, and we want to thank him for everything that he did for us and what he meant to us in our lives, and to all those around the table. And we just want to dedicate this episode to him. We were all very close friends, and it's incredibly important. If you're out there, folks, I'm trying to get not to get emotional. If you're out there and you're lonely, or if you're out there and you know that your friends are lonely, or if they're not doing so good, please, 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 especially in this time, reach out to them. Let them know you're there. It's incredibly important. You never know the depth of what they're going through. And so if there's any doubt in your mind whatsoever, reach out and show them some love, because they need it. And we know that so deeply after losing our friend. All right, you guys ready for this? All right, so
let's do it.
Yes. So last session, I'll do a bit of a recap. We don't have a recap video today. It's been a bit of a crazy weekend with Easter weekend. But to recap from last episode, you guys spent some really nice time, actually, in a little island called Palma, Flora. Flora Isle is a little island off the south tip of Palma, Flora, which is a known village. This is a vacation spot, which is known for its fruity drinks that have the same name, called the Palma Floras, as well as a yearly shark hunting tournament that occurs around this time of year. As you guys kind of enjoyed your time, you met Jarrett, who was a gentleman who was basically retired for the last 20 years, and he was spending time in Palma, Flora from Taldore. You also met Delroy, who was the entertainment specialist. You also briefly, Melanie, aka Aella, met the the timeshare salesman at the resort as well, which was a brief and unpleasant experience. But you guys basically spent your time having drinks, getting to know each other, getting familiarized with the area. Boerth and those upon the Wave Chaser, that was Snow and Plunkrawk, you guys arrived in Palma, Flora with a shipment of fusaka, which is a very popular, sought-after spice from Marquette. And you guys had done a trade. You ran into an Obelix. Battle ensued. You survived it, and then ended up at the shores of Palma, Flora for a much needed couple days of shore leave. Plunkrawk and Snow decided to stay in the resort area. Boerth, you actually went with part of the crew, including the captain, into the village to sell some of the fusaka that you had. That was completed. You have now returned just in time kind of to take in the shark hunting tournament, which Delroy has just announced from the rocks. And as he said that it was basically taking place and about to start, all of a sudden, a massive earthquake shook the ground around you. And now, as you look out, those of you that are around the beach, which is basically the entire party, not including Boerth, are looking out onto the water, and there's a fairly sized wave approaching from a distance. And as you did that, you noticed that there were creatures with this very smooth skin and almost shark-like heads who have now come out of the water and are approaching you as another earthquake tremor hits. What was that?
Just pointing. I was pointing.
Got it. I would like you guys to roll initiative, please.
Oh, yeah.
Boerth, you are on board, and you were kind of doing some much-needed inventory as you guys are almost set to basically set off to sail later in the day. Today, it was only kind of an overnight shore leave. You guys have to move on, and you're heading back to Darktoe was the plan after you're here. You know that the captain was looking for an item, heard that there were rumors here, and she's been kind of spending a lot of time kind of on her own in the village and hasn't been really forthcoming when it comes to the real purpose of why she's here. But you follow her lead as you typically do. You guys are, in fact, just merchants who sail the Menagerie Coast and trade in goods. You are currently on the boat when it is shook, and you are under, basically below deck, when all of a sudden you feel it rock, and you hear screams and a number of alarmed voices outside of that. I'm going to just call out your names. We are actually using the encounter tracker, combat tracker from D&D Beyond today. Snow.
5.
Plunkrawk.
9.
Bolt.
Natural 1.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Bacalhau.
8.
Aella.
Be jealous. It's a 3.
Wow, this is not good. Gaziel.
I got a 9.
And Boerth.
18.
Nice. And that's it, right? Oh, and Dilyu. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Boerth, you are first. And currently you are below deck with Dilyu, who has been shadowing you quite closely. A nice sea elf gentleman who has actually proven himself over the last couple of days to be pretty trustworthy. You weren't quite sure what his purpose was on the boat. You had some suspicions, but he seems pretty innocent for the most part. Your insight tells you that he's a good dude, and he's been doing his work even though you've been riding him pretty hard. He's kind of helping you sort through some crates when the boat starts to rock and you start to hear screams. What do you do?
Sure. I'll come running out, and immediately I'm going to check the horizon behind us to make sure a tidal wave isn't coming.
Yeah. So as soon as you poke your head out, you do hear the screams just start to mount, coming from Palma, Flora. You do look basically off the bow and notice that there is a wave. It's a smaller wave, but there is a sizable wave coming your way. Maybe a 5-foot wave or so at this point.
And then how far? So just so I'm clear, everyone's on shore.
Yeah.
These creatures are coming up out of the water and coming into land.
Yeah.
Right?
So as you look off the port side, you notice that there are 4, and I'd like you to make a nature check, please, Boerth.
Yeah.
I'd like you to make it with advantage, actually, because
Oh, nice.
You've sailed these waters fairly often.
14.
13. Yeah, with the 13, you know these. Yeah, 14. You know these are Sahuagin, which are creatures who are known to just basically are a horrible blight on the coast and do everything that they can to stop, especially a shark tournament. And you know, actually, from Palma, Flora, you've been here before, that they are not fans of what happens here on a yearly basis.
Are they but are they lethal, or is this like a political stunt? You know what I mean? Are they coming to bring arms against my people on shore?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
I mean, I don't know. Ooh, that's good. I'm rolling really well. Insight is I got 17, so it's a 16.
Yeah, with a 16, sorry. Yeah, with a 16, absolutely. You can tell that they are not happy. And it appears that they are absolutely coming for blood.
To recap. Okay, good. How many are there?
4 currently. 4 currently.
Okay. And in terms of my insight check, do I know that they usually travel in bigger packs?
Yeah, they're usually at least a dozen.
Okay, so I will sound the alarm. I'll sound the general alarms. To arms! To arms! Man the battle! The ballista! Man the ballista! And I'll start to bring the ship into closer to land.
Okay, so So the ship is currently moored. Actually, if you want to just, Josh is here helping us. He'll give you kind of a lay of the land here. The ship is actually moored at the dock. It's been here for some time. It's been here overnight. So you guys are already there.
Everything I just said was wrong. Okay, great, perfect.
No, but you're okay. You do notice the wave coming. Everything else stands.
Okay, great. So I will man the ballista anyway.
Okay.
So I think that we had one. I mean, the last time we played, we had one ballista for sure.
Yeah, you have 2 ballistas in the back of the ship there. You can see them. Yeah.
So I'll have them both manned.
Yeah.
And I'll immediately, I'll grab my halberd and I'll do a double move.
Yeah.
To try to get to the rest of my team. If I jump in the water, I feel like I'm going to be outmatched. So I'm going to jump on the dock. And is there a dock? You said I'm moored.
Yeah. There's a dock. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Just off
and
to the
where
side
are
there.
they? Sorry, now I'm looking at the map.
Yeah, there you go. So off the end of to the right of the dock there is where the shore is, and the dock is right there. So if you were to jump off the side of the boat, if you can get Boerth there and put him on the side of the boat there, so you are with Dilyu right there on the side of the boat, and you can see already there are 2 crew members who are on the dock, who are helping to kind of load supplies onto the ship, who are standing basically between you and where the shore is.
Okay. Sorry. Can Josh just pull out just a little so I can see, sort of
just so you can see the shore. Go this way more.
Because I just don't know where.
There you go.
Is.
See the shore there? Those are the adventurers on the top right of the screen, and that's you on the ship.
Okay.
And basically the dock is there alongside, and then there's a rocky outcrop that you go down with a gangplank that you go down to the shore. So you're basically 200 feet from the adventurers, and you can see the Sahuagin in the water up at the top of the screen there coming through.
Yeah, 200 feet's legit, bro.
Yeah.
And that is not my strength. Okay, I'm going to, I'll say to Dilyu, come on! We need to get a part of this fray. Let's go. And I'll command them to man the ballista, to shoot ballistas.
Yeah.
And I'll take a double move to get to the rest of my party.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to, if you want to jump him off the side of the dock there, and then run him 60 feet down the dock. There. Yeah. Yeah. Right about there. Okay. And then Dilyu beside him.
And the entire time, Jason, I'm sounding the alarm. To arms, so that everyone along the shore knows that we're about to tangle assholes.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see that the people on the shore see these Sahuagin coming out. They're very aware of the oncoming threat. There are a number of adventurers who you saw here and there. You recognize Snow and you recognize Plunkrawk from the ship, from when you guys arrived. You don't recognize the rest of them because you haven't spent a lot of time on this part of Palma, Flora. But you do notice that there are a number of people, some of them armed, and 2 hunters who are in the water, shallows, who are ready to start hunting, who stand their ground as the other hunters run off. Let's go down the initiative order here. All of a sudden, right in front of you, Boerth, 2 Sahuagin jump out of the water and clamber up the rock face to block your path.
Okay. And I have a halberd, so I have reach. Are they in range at the end of this, so they can take a shot or no?
They're right in front of you, but they're going to take a shot before you get a chance to on your initiative step again. But they.
Oh yeah, I'll say something like, "Finally, a battle I can sink my teeth into. Bring it, slimy creature."
I love it.
Okay. I can't pronounce because every time you say it, I don't understand what you're saying.
That's great. And then from behind you, 2 giant crabs clamber up onto the dock from behind you as well, between the other two sailors
have I done something
and you.
to make you angry tonight, Jason? We've just started. I'm trying to warn people. The ballista's ready to go, but I feel like you're being rude.
What is your armor class, Boerth?
My armor class is a 14.
Okay. That is... Okay, so one of them comes up and claws at you. It doesn't have any sort of weapon in its hands. It claws at you, and it does 2 points of damage as it kind of claws across your arm as you bring your halberd up to try and block it.
Sure.
The next one actually swings out with his claws again, and you manage to trap his arm with your halberd as he rolled a natural 1.
Nice. You shall be my dinner, little creature.
Okay, the giant crab from behind you definitely hits, and that is a 7 points of damage.
I take it back. I will be dead before noon.
As the claw closes around your ankle, and you feel the crunch of its power around your ankle. The other one goes at Dilyu and does manage to crit on Dilyu. Oh dear.
Oh.
That is 8 points of damage on Dilyu. That is not going to be good for Dilyu.
Matt Mercer's not going to be happy with you.
No,
He's not going to
really
be happy.
not. And the
I'm going to
Sahuagin.
tweet at him right now. I'm going to tell him what you're doing to Dillian. You're in so much trouble. I'd rethink your initiative.
Yeah, dude.
The Sahuagin goes in your face as its anger. And you notice, as soon as it clawed you, you see this rage, almost like this blood rage, start to build in its eyes that you didn't quite see before. It was calculated and smart, and all of a sudden, it has new purpose as soon as that blood starts to trickle down your arm. Next in the initiative order is Plunkrawk. You're up.
Yeah, so I'm going to get some ways away, further back on the beach.
Okay, so you're on the. You can see there. You're actually on the shore. In front of you is Bolt, the two hunters who you never met but were there, the half-elf female and the tiefling male, and they're standing their ground. And then up on the rock is Delroy.
Okay.
And then right beside you is Bacalhau and Snow.
I'm gonna hide behind. You see that rock kind of that comes off the side at the top of our map there. Yeah. I'm just gonna hide behind there a little bit.
Okay.
And kind of, yeah.
Okay.
And then
give me a hide check, because a hide is an action. If are you trying to hide, or are you just taking cover?
I am going to try to hide. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So sorry. What am I rolling for a hide there? Hide stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 14.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I forgot to move these other Sahuagins, so they're going to come in. They're going to come in at 30 feet into land. Actually, they can move 40 in swim, so they're going to basically half swim, moving the 30 towards Bolt and those guys. What's that? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, one on Bolt, one on Snow. One on yeah. And then we need that one over there again. One on Alonza, and then one on yeah. You remember, guys, too, that you do not currently have your armor. You were on vacation, and you probably didn't have the time to don your armor in the current scenario.
Correct.
That is a 8, which isn't enough. You are lucky, Bolt. Second one is a hit. Bolt, you take 4 points of damage as a Sahuagin jumps in your face. It comes across with its claws once, and you manage to move out of the way and kind of knock it aside with the harpoon launcher that you're currently holding. And then he comes across again and gashes you right across kind of the clavicle area as you lose that amount. The shark hunters also take a couple hits, and they are starting to look not so great. Wow. Bacalhau, it's your turn.
Okay, am I still near Snow?
Yeah, you can see you're right beside him.
So I'll turn to Snow and I'll ask him, "Are we friends, Snow?
I would say that we are. What is you need, sir?
Is this our problem?"
Well, in most cases I would say no, but seeing as how my friend Boerth up there sounds like he's being hit, I would like to help.
6 seconds.
Then I will help him too. I'll reach into my component pouch. I'm going to take my twig.
Yep.
I have a twig struck by lightning. It's a component for Witch Bolt.
Yep.
And I got my quarterstaff in the other hand.
Yeah.
And I'll start jogging towards the nearest baddie.
Okay, so the nearest baddie is the one that's right beside Bolt there. How close do you want to get?
I can get quite close.
Okay. Do you want to get within 5 feet? Do you want to actually get within striking
Yeah, within
distance?
melee range.
Okay, so put him right beside. Okay, and you're gonna fire a Witch Bolt?
I'm going to fire a Witch Bolt.
Right in his face.
It's good up to 30 feet, but I think from 5 feet might be better.
Okay. So you, in the excitement of battle, basically run right in his face, and you shove a staff into his noggin. Do your Witch Bolt? Do you want to read it just for the sake of those at home? Real quick?
Yeah. So it's a concentration spell up to a minute.
Yeah.
A beam of crackling blue energy lances out towards a creature within range, forming a sustained arc of lightning between you and the target. Make a ranged spell attack against that creature.
Yep.
On a hit, the target takes 1d12 of damage.
Wow. Okay, do it.
Oh, and on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically.
Okay.
Wow.
Is it? It's a concentration spell? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So d20 to hit. It's a natural 20.
Nice. Very good. So that's double damage from a Witch Bolt. So that's 12 at least. And then roll another d12, please.
Ouch.
5.
So 17.
Yeah.
Nicely done. As you shove your staff in this Sahuagin's face, the Witch Bolt envelops its head, and it starts to shudder and falls, kind of stumbles back a little bit, still within range. We lost everyone for a sec. There we are. That was weird. You stumble within range, and his head is smoking. There's blood coming out of his nose, but he is still standing, and not so happy with you right now. That is your turn. Snow, you're up. Aella, you're on deck.
All right. So I suppose I'm going to go up next to Bacalhau, and I'm going to start swinging at the one that's there.
That he already hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is in between us and Boerth, right?
And who, sorry?
And Boerth?
Boerth, yeah. You guys are a ways away still. Actually, a little bit from Boerth.
So so we'd have to catch up to Boerth. But there's guys in between us.
Yeah,
now,
you
right?
can see kind of, if you look at the map there, Boerth is like south of where you are, east, but below where the screen is right now. Probably by another 15, 20 feet.
Jay, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I had a question, and somebody asked it in the comments too.
Yeah.
If I use a lightning strike on somebody standing in the water, what happens?
That's a great question. Right now, we're not going to say. Yeah, you got a crit, so let's just say that was why. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm swinging,
Yep.
and that's an 11 and a 14.
Yep. The 14 hits.
Okay. That is 4 points of damage.
Okay. And you are using
My scimitars.
Scimitars. come across with your first scimitar, and the crackle of energy kind of blinds you a little bit as you miss your first one, but you come right across as it's stunned, and slash it across its right shoulder, and it takes 4 points of damage and is really hurting. It looks like it's on its last legs with that swipe.
If it is stunned, would I be able to leave its space without incurring an opportunity attack?
It's not officially stunned. I just mean that it was from the hit. It left it open for you to attack. Aella, you're up. Bolt, you're on deck.
All right. So can I do a cantrip and then a action?
No. So your cantrip is your action.
Oh,
you can just do it as many times as you want.
I can't.
Like every turn. It doesn't take a spell slot.
Okay, but my actions don't take a spell slot.
They do if they're your full spell. So if you do one of your spells, it'll take a slot, and it also takes an action to cast it.
It's not what I want to use is an action with with a weapon.
Okay.
So
just tell me what you want to do, and then I'll let you know.
Okay, so I'm on the beach too.
You're on the patio right now. Currently, you have to get to the beach, but you see yourself off to the right there.
All right, so I'd like to go to the beach, and I'd like to be far away.
Yeah.
I'll go where Snow and Turtle Man are.
Yeah.
And then how far away am I from the bad people?
That's as far as you can go, and you are within 5, 10, 20 to 25 feet from them.
Okay, so I like that. How many bad guys are there standing there?
4 in all, but 2 around your guys.
Okay, the other 2 are farther away.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a gust of wind to push all the people together, and then I want to throw my boomerang and just clip them all.
Okay.
Just however many I can clip.
Yeah.
There.
So you can't do both. You'll have to do gust or throw your boomerang, and you can't hit multiple people with your boomerang. You can only hit one. But doing a gust may actually push the 2 who are beside each other away. But the problem is that your guys are in the way too.
Okay, so I'm gonna just boomerang the.
Yeah. Attack.
Yeah.
Roll an attack then. D20. Add your modifier.
Okay. All right, so it's an 11.
That is a miss.
I didn't add my modifier.
Sorry.
But I don't know where to find that number. Can you tell me again?
When it says actions, it has attack.
Yep.
And then beside boomerang, it'll say to hit and then plus something.
Okay, so it says like hit +2.
Yeah.
So 13?
That's enough.
Yay!
As you throw your boomerang, you guys hear this come around your head, and it smacks the one that is standing in front of you that has just been witch bolted and slashed. Can you roll some damage for that, please?
Yeah, so I rolled a 4, and it's +2.
Okay.
6.
This boomerang goes, and you hear it hit the Sahugin's head, and you hear a as its spine snaps, and it falls dead in the water, and your boomerang goes into the water.
Oh, I don't get it back? Isn't it supposed to come back?
Only if you miss.
Where do I get another one?
No, you have to go get that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye. All right. Love you, bye. All right. Next is Bolt, you're up. Gaziel, you're on deck.
Okay. I'm going to look at the turtle and say, that might be a good idea. And use my breath weapon against the one that's right in front of me.
Oh, very nice. And what is your breath weapon, sir, as a bronze Dragonborn?
2d6 lightning damage.
Very nice.
On a failed save.
Okay.
The Dex DC 12.
I highly recommend the lightning.
Yeah, it's good. Except that you're all in the water, too. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I rolled 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. And this is just the one that's beside the other one?
It's Yeah, there's one right in front of me.
Yeah, right in front of you. The other one's dead, and there's one right in front of you. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. As you, luckily, it doesn't seem to channel through his body into the water, but it does rack him with pain, and he shudders as you breathe this electricity right into his face. Gaziel, you're up. That's all you want to do? You don't want to move at all, right, Adam?
I do, but I shouldn't. Yeah,
You're gonna stay? Stay put?
I'll stay.
Okay. Gaziel, you're up.
Where am I
Boerth,
standing right now?
Gaziel is you're in the water just behind the hunters who are getting their butts handed to them.
All right, so there's 3 more enemies.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna take the javelins that I had earlier from shark hunting.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have your hammer right now. Your hammer is actually back in your room.
So just the javelins.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna take my javelins.
Yes.
I'm gonna whip them around with the rope that I attached.
Yeah.
Very nice. Fling it right into the head of the closest one to me.
Okay. I'd like you to make an attack with your javelin, please.
Okay.
Roll a d20. Yeah.
So that is a 12.
Yeah. A 12 is a hit. I'd like you to roll damage.
Right in the middle of the eyes.
Okay.
All right. I got 7.
7. Wow. That's good. Did you add your damage modifier to that?
What is that? Oh, so 1d6 plus 2.
Yeah, so you roll the d6, which is a square one. Is that what you rolled for damage?
Oh, and then plus 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay, cool. So 7. All right. Very nice. You throw your javelin, but with a 12, you manage to it digs through its arm and then keeps going. So it gashes it, and blood starts to pour from his wound. But it keeps going. It doesn't stick in him with that roll. But you have done significant damage to his left arm.
Amazing.
Boerth, you're up. Or would you like to move at all, Gaziel, or would you like to stay where you are?
I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. You are still holding the rope in the other hand. Boerth, you're up.
So let me just get this correct.
Yeah.
I'm about to get eaten alive by 2 giant crabs and 2 lickety-split dudes coming out of the water.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That's right.
So I have 4 on me.
Yeah.
And okay. First thing I want to point out is the ballista. Do they get shots or no shots?
Not yet.
Great. That's awesome. Thank you so much, TO.
No problem.
Second of all, am I being grappled by the crab, or he's just got a good hit on me?
He's just got a good hit on you.
Okay. I am, as I have 4 on me, I'm going to die in this moment of glory. I will attack the one crab that just hit me pretty hard.
Okay. Remember that you have one Sahuagin tied up in your halberd.
Okay.
So you have managed to hold one arm. Yeah.
Right. So I got him. So I'm grappling him.
Yeah.
Do I get advantage on an attack if I come back at him?
If you hit him, I'll give you advantage. Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to I'll take a shot against him at advantage.
Okay.
I got 2 15s plus 5, so 20. Take 6 damage.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take my surge. I'm going to take another shot at him. Do I get advantage again?
At this point, no. He's no longer tied up.
And I guess I'm going to have to live with a natural 1 I just dropped out of my hand, expecting to throw the other one. Kind of not fair, but I'm going to have to live with it. So I don't know how you roll natural 1s, but
yeah,
I got an 18 on the after the roll of 1.
Okay, so what's your damage? Yeah, what's your damage on? Sorry, what was your damage on your first one?
6, glorious 6. A really vicious 6.
Yeah, it's so vicious. I feel it.
Super dupes vicious.
Yeah, it was great.
And then I rolled that 1.
Yeah. So as he's tied up, you pull your halberd up and manage to slash him across the chest. But then as you kind of bring it back around, he's waiting for you. I'd like you to make a dexterity save, please.
Yes. I got a 10.
A 10. With a 10, You feel him come back. As you come back with your halberd, he actually is able to grab it, and he tries to push you off the side of the rock there, but you manage to hold your ground. And you would have fallen between the ship and the rocks, which would have not been good.
None of this is good, Jason. I just want you to know from my point of view. And then because I'm stuck in this situation, if I break, do all 4 of them get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, they would. And you're kind of you're closed in right now. You could go basically around Dilyu to the water if you wanted to get right out of there.
Right.
Or you could try and jump up on the ship, but that'd be tough.
I feel great about this. Yeah. Dilyu! Get 2 arms, man! What are you doing? I'll scream at him.
Yeah.
Trying to inspire some moment of greatness from Julian.
I love it. You actually, that Sahuagin that's in front of you comes back around with its claws. And again, with its left hand, comes around, and you manage to, he's moving slower than maybe he expects, and you manage to close up on his left arm. So now you have him tied up again in your halberd.
I got him just where I want him, Jason.
Yeah, the other one attacks Dilyu again. That's probably not going to be great. And slashes Dilyu across the chest, and you see them both starting to frenzy. And you know that Sahuagin, when they see blood, they go to a whole different level. And he actually drops to a knee. Dilyu does.
Dilyu, don't drop to your knee.
As his blood starts to pour out onto the dock.
I command you to live.
He looks at me and goes, "All right."
I'll scream out, "Slow! We need assistance!"
And you do hear from the distance. You do hear the clack of the ballistas.
Nice.
Kind of clacking into place.
Air support.
Oh man, that's bad. Okay. You guys are lucky.
So many rolls.
Yeah, a couple.
So many rolls.
Yeah, they've got advantage while they're frenzying. If I could see the map there, Julian, just so I can see what's going on. Here, there we go. All right, so the Sahuagin in front of you, there is no Sahuagin in front of you, Bolt. The Sahuagin's in front of the hunters. One of them goes at Juan. And oh, there is one. Okay, sorry. The one that goes at you, Bolt, and misses both times, and just narrowly misses you. The other 2 hit the 2 hunters. The one hunter goes down. That's Alonzo, the girl. You see blood kind of like start to spread out, and she goes under the water. But Juan holds his ground, but continues to be mauled by these right in front of you, Gaziel. This girl goes into the water in front of you. The crabs are also going to attack. This isn't good, Boerth. Oh, they're not doing very good at all. All you hear is clickety-clack behind you, but nothing. Nothing but wind. You hear the captain on the ship yelling out orders. And they're having a hard time bringing those ballista to bear with all of you around. And so they are manning kind of the rest of the area. But right now, if they fire a ballista into any of these skirmishes, they're definitely probably going to hit one of their own. And so they're taking their time in making sure that they can catch a good shot, especially because the ballista are at the back of the ship. And then the rest of the crew is milling about, and you can hear sails starting to unfurl. And you know that basically it's out time as soon as things can get ready to depart. All right, Plunkrawk, you're up. Bacalhau, you're on deck.
Okay, so I'm going to rush towards Bolt with my movement. I believe there's just enough, 30 feet, to get to him from my hiding spot. And right diagonally?
Yeah, you're good. You're at Bolt.
Okay, cool. So now I will cure wounds.
Yep.
And as a bonus action, while I'm still there, just in his ear, I'll quietly sing,
Shout, shout, let it all out. Bolt is the one we can't do without. Come on. I'm talking to you. Come on. Okay?
And then I leave, leaving him with a little bit of bardic inspiration.
Okay, so
extra
how much? Yeah, how much wounds do you? How much does he get? Cured?
I cure wounds 1d8 plus my spell modifier, which is 3. So I will do that here. That is 5 plus 3. That's 8.
8 points of damage. Back
8
bolt.
Points back.
Undamage.
Of undamage.
Undamage.
And then, beautiful? And you also have bardic inspiration. Okay, Bacalhau, you're up. Snow, you're on deck.
So what happened with this guy that I was zapping? Is he still standing?
He's dead. No, he's dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Aella finished him off with her boomerang.
Okay, so I assume there's another one close by.
Yes, right beside you. Sorry, just having a hard time seeing here. Right beside you, right?
Okay, so I'm just right beside me. Okay, I'm gonna point at the guy closest to me with my quarterstaff.
Yeah, 10 feet ahead of you. You just have to. Yeah, you just have to come. Do you want to close the distance and get into melee range?
No, just where I am.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn to Snow and say, "This one as well."
Boerth has asked for help. I'm going to go to him.
Okay, so I'll turn towards Boerth and I'll run over there.
Okay, so close your distance. 30 movement.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're almost there. You're just short. Do you wanna do anything from where you are?
Well, I want to cast Witch Bolt again. I have 30 feet.
Yeah. There is one Sahuagin, two Sahuagin who are facing off against them, who are right in your range.
Yeah, either one.
Put the other one there.
Just pick a random one.
Okay, go ahead. There is one that has more damage than the other, clearly.
It's a 17 to hit.
That is a hit.
Oop. A 7 damage.
Okay, nice. Okay. And he obviously was not expecting it and gets racked with this electricity right in front of you, Boerth. And as you look over your shoulder, you see this unassuming, barely clothed turtle who is standing behind him, who has just zapped him from behind. Okay.
I love turtles.
That's good. Snow, you're up. Aella, you're on deck.
All right. So, can I get there in my turn's movement?
Can he get there in time? Yes, you can. Can you move Aurelio?
Okay. So I'm going to do that, distance. And I'm going to make my attacks.
He's going to be 30 away from them. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. All right. I think these are both hits. So it's a 24 and a 23.
Sorry, what was that?
A 24 and a 23.
Those are hits. Jeez.
With a total of 9 damage.
Yeah, that's nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so again with my scimitars.
And you're hitting the one that was already just racked with pain? Racked with... yeah, you are. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so, Boerth, as you have this one tied up in your halberd, 2 scimitars protrude from the front of its chest in front of you as it kind of goes limp on Snow's scimitars. Aella, you're up. Bolt, you're on deck.
How many are left?
There is, in front of you, there is 2 left.
Okay.
3. Sorry, 3 left.
3.
No, there's only 2 in front of them, though, on that side, right? Oh, no, it's 3. So, yeah, there's 3. My apologies.
And I have no armor on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Yeah, this sounds really great for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna try my best.
Yeah.
Roll no whammies. I'm going to run up there and use my quarterstaff.
Yeah.
And can I shillelagh?
Oh, you absolutely can. With a bonus action, you shillelagh. And all of a sudden, you guys see her her staff light up with this blue energy that grows up the staff and kind of suffuses it with this nature magic. Go ahead and attack.
Yep.
And then you can add your bonus damage for Shillelagh to that.
So I rolled a 5 and it's +5.
Yeah. So you come across with your staff, and that blue crackle of energy got the attention of that Sahuagin, and it manages to move out of the way as you narrowly miss it. But there is always next turn.
Yeah, but can I disengage?
No, you can't. That's your last character. Or you can. You just it has a chance to hit you while you back off.
Can I dash? What's fastest?
Yeah, no, you can move. You still have. She still has movement left.
Do you want me to tell you how far I can move?
No. You can move back 10 feet, but as soon as you leave his space, he has a chance to hit you, and you're not wearing armor, so that's up to you. You leave yourself open to attack.
Okay, but if I'm standing there, can I not get attacked?
Yes, but now you're getting a free attack before he gets a chance to attack again.
I don't know. What am I supposed to do here?
Stay there.
What am I supposed to do? Thank you.
You're
I'll
welcome.
Stay there.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bolt, you're up. Gaziel, you're on deck.
Okay. I'm going to say, as I pull out my dagger, normally I prefer a more ingenuitive solution, but this would have to do. And I'm just going to stab at him with the dagger.
Yes. Make an attack.
And it's a 3 to hit.
Yeah. You don't use this dagger much. You kind of pull it out. It's a little clumsy in your hand. And you kind of strike out with it and unfortunately narrowly miss. Not narrowly miss. You miss by quite a margin, actually, with that roll, unfortunately. Gaziel, you're up. Boerth, you're on deck.
Very slippery guy, this one.
Wait, how close am I to the live one?
So you are standing right in front of the bloody carcass, not carcass, but the bloody hunter that just went underwater. So if you look on the map there, you're if Josh can just point you out, you're there. That hunter's underwater just in front of you, and then there's one on the other side of that hunter that went under.
And he dead. He gone.
Well, she just went under the water. She just got dispatched.
Oh, okay. Yeah, can I use the lay on hands?
Sure, you can. Absolutely.
Bring her to life?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You reach into the water and you grab her by the shirt and you lift her out of the water, and this radiant energy pulses through your hands into her. How many points of healing do you want to do on her?
1 point.
Okay, you bring her back to 1. As she and spouts out water out of her mouth as she kind of comes back to consciousness with 1 point left. You can still see that there's a gash in her head that is still bleeding down her face.
Bloody heads aren't good.
Yeah, that is your Boerth. You're up.
All right, so I have the one that's been hit by snow still pinned, right? So I should still have advantage.
That one's dead, actually. It died in your arms.
Dead.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm the Dillu, the one that's attacking Dillu.
Yeah.
I'll turn around and try to bring him to his knees.
Yeah.
19 for 5 damage.
That's yes, nicely done. Okay.
And I'll do a really fancy move and then try to put myself in position to protect myself from the crabs. I have a question, Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Did I see Plunkrawk and caster who just
and Bolt?
Gaziel, yeah, no, Gaziel.
Gaziel.
Gaziel, yeah. So
did I see the two of them cast?
Yeah, give me a perception check while you're in battle here.
I appreciate that. Natural one. I see nothing.
Yeah, you see nothing.
Crab eyes.
Yeah.
Giant crab eyes have all my attention.
Yeah, I know. You're pretty caught up in what's happening right with you, right in front of you.
Okay. I hope I don't find out about it, Dungeon Master. I hope at some point I don't find out about it. It's not going to go well for Plunkrawk.
Fair enough.
Gaziel. All right, I'm going back to you. Goodbye.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Okay, you do hear, though, that there is footfalls coming your way, and you see a young teenage gentleman who has orange shoulder-length hair and a red robe on, and he's running towards the deck, and he's gonna climb the deck. And he gets right to you, and he places both of his hands on you, and he's gonna cure wounds on you. That is 8 points of healing. As you are racked with this healing energy, and you turn around, and he nods at you with this stern, scared as heck, but determined look.
Do I know who he is?
Give me a history check.
Natural 1. I have no idea.
Yeah, you've never seen this kid.
I think he's from the band Hanson.
Yeah, you have you are starting to have blood kind of flow into your eyes. And you're unfortunately a little blinded by the current battle. All right, that is the Sahuagin's turn.
You said 9, right, Jess?
Yeah, 8 points. Okay, the Sahuagin goes to attack. Sorry, one sec. The Sahuagin goes to attack Dilyu and misses. As he's kind of on the ground, and out of the corner of your eye, you see Dilyu kind of come up and parry that blow. But the crab behind him, they start to tear up his back, and he falls motionless onto the dock.
Dilyu does?
Yes. Sorry, not on the dock, onto the rocks beside you, Boerth.
You are in so much trouble.
I know. Don't tell.
You are.
The Mercer sees all. All right. Sorry. That is the other Sahuagins. How many more are there left over there? That's not good. That's not good. That's good. And that's not good. Okay. The one Sahuagin in front of João reaches out and gashes him again, but João barely moves out of the way. It's just a small gash. That other one that's in front of you, Gaziel, closes the distance again. She's currently holding, so just move them all towards Gaziel a bit. And he's going to attack you, Gaziel. And he hits, unfortunately.
That was my first damage.
Yeah, unfortunately they're frenzying right now, which is very, very bad. It's not good. But he only hits you once for 3 points of damage. As his spear, he's got a spear, and he overhand thrusts it into your bicep as you're holding this hunter, barely conscious hunter, in your arms. And the one in front of you, Bolt, strikes out and misses as well. Dilyu is going to do a death save. That's a natural 20. Dilyu gets 2 successes with that. Natural 20.
Way to go, Matt.
And he's
Power of Mercer.
He totally did that.
The power of Mercer.
Totally did that. Plunkrawk, you're up. Bacalhau, you're on deck.
Okay, so I'm seeing that that Boerth has just a tiny bit of damage that I can tell from a distance. I will. How far am I from him, Jay? Do you know? Plunkrawk?
Yeah.
Being at Bolt right now.
Yeah. About 45 to 50 feet. Yeah, if we can get the camera again, Julian.
I cannot do that, but I will run up. Actually, I won't run. I'll stay where I am.
Yeah.
And I'll yell out to Boerth, Boerth, and I'll sting. With a desire to give him a Hanson's bardic inspiration.
A Hanson size?
Yeah, Hanson size. So it's like, yeah.
Yes. Okay, you got bardic inspiration, Boerth.
Yeah, and I'll run back a little bit from where I am. I'm a little bit too close to Bolt, and he seems to be the one who gets the attacks. So I'm going to move back 15 feet.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
That is your turn.
Done.
Bacalhau, you're up. Snow, you're on deck.
Okay, I just need a little sit rep update.
Yeah.
I was zapping one.
Yeah, so you can see where you are there at the
scimitar.
Yeah, so you're at the base of the gangplank there that leads up to the rocky outcrop that leads to the dock. Right in front of you is this orange-haired kid that just healed Boerth. Snow is beside him, and there is one Sahuagin and 2 crab past them.
So did Snow scimitar the one that I was zapping again? Did he steal my kill again?
Yes.
No problem. No problem. As that one drops down, I'm going to take my twig.
Yeah.
And I'll put it back in my pouch.
Yeah.
And I'll just gesture with my quarterstaff over to the next one.
Yeah.
And look at Snow like this one, asking just with a gesture.
Yeah.
Like the next one.
Yeah. He can't see anything.
Oh.
Snow basically pulls his scimitars out of this dead Sahuagin, and he's kind of like he's obviously sensing where the next kill is coming from, and you realize that he's blind.
Okay, I'm going to look at my feet shamefully for a second.
Yeah.
And then go attack the next one.
Okay. Are you witch bolting it?
No, I'm out of spell slots.
Okay.
I'm only level 1.
Okay. So you climb the gangplank?
Yeah, and I'm going to quarterstaff. I'm going to try to melee him.
Yeah.
It's 12 to hit. No, it's 14 to hit.
That's a hit.
Woohoo! And it's 5 damage.
Okay. 5 damage, and all right. Thank you. You smack him.
Yeah.
And his back is turned to you right now because he just downed Dilyu, and you just smash him in between the shoulder blades as he screeches. Snow, you're up. Aella, you're on deck.
Okay. These things have legs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
you think.
But okay, but I can see something that looks leggy.
You can't see anything, but you sense from all the footsteps.
Okay, sorry, you're right. You're right.
That there is, yes.
Right. Okay.
You imagine they are bipedal.
Yeah, that's true. That makes called shots a little harder.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm gonna do a sweep at the legs of the one that just hit Dilyu if I'm within range to do so.
You're not currently within range. In fact, there are 3 guys in front of you. You can't get to that one, but you can get to the crab that's behind Boerth.
Get to the crab behind Boerth. Okay. So the thing. So what's blocking me is my companions?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use the help action. To help Boerth with his next attack and give him advantage, or does he already have advantage from what
no, he doesn't.
Joel did?
Oh yeah, he has Bardic Inspiration from Joel.
Bardic Inspiration. I'll give him advantage too.
Okay.
All right, with a help action. So I'll do something to kind of distract one of the enemies or something.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, so you kind of
that's what I'm gonna.
You do like a little bit of dance beside them to try and get their.
Yeah, and maybe whistle or something at them, and look really sexy doing it. So.
Okay, Aella, you're up. Bolter on deck.
Okay. Oh.
You're right beside them with a shillelagh. Give it another go.
Yeah, I want a shillelagh again.
Yeah,
Hook me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shillelagh lasts how long? I think it's for a while. Duration?
It lasts for 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute's plenty. That's 10 turns. So.
Oh wow. Okay, so I have it
turn.
still.
Yeah, just keep track. This is your second.
Wow.
Let me guess.
I got a 10 plus a 5.
I thought that was a natural 20, Yell.
No, that 10 is good.
Yes, it's good. Oh, it's good. 10 plus 10 plus what?
5.
5. That's 15. That is a hit. Roll your damage.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, but then you add your modifier plus your shillelagh damage.
Oh, no. It's 1d8, not a d6.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. Okay. Ooh,
it's the diamond-shaped one. That goes up to 8.
I know that. Oh, I rolled 0.
Well, it can't have a 0.
No, it does.
That's a 10. You're rolling a d10. You need to roll a d8. It goes to 8.
And I just made a fool out of myself.
It's this one. Yeah.
Which one?
It's the one.
I can't. You gotta show
sides.
the camera. I'm on Zoom. Go lower. You gotta show the
Look,
computer.
David's showing you. It's that one.
Oh, David. Okay. Okay. This one.
Yes.
Okay. I rolled a 1.
Okay. Wow. What is your bonus on that?
It's just a 3.
Okay, so 4 points of damage on that one. Oh, okay.
I'm going home. Oh, I am home. Man.
Okay. That's good. That's really funny. All right. But you do smack it in the head for 4 points of damage.
Yeah, thanks.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Both you're up.
Such a pity.
Gaziel, you're on deck.
Dagger again. I'm gonna say, let's try this one more time.
Okay. You're gonna dagger it? You do have your harpoon launcher in your hand.
Yeah, but wouldn't I have disadvantage if it's a ranged thing?
Yeah, and you need catapult to attack it, right? Yeah, because you're within the. What's the range on the harpoon?
Catapult, the range is 60 feet.
Yeah, so within 60 you get disadvantage. Yep, you're right. Good call.
Okay. So yeah, I rolled a 5 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that's not enough. Again, you're not doing well with this dagger. You're kind of like poking at it, like trying. You're just not used to getting close with your damage. Gaziel, you're up. Boerth, you're on deck.
How far is the javelin that I threw earlier?
Well, you have the rope in your hand, so you can pull it back in.
But I also have a human in my hand.
Yeah. So, yeah, you have your human in one hand. You do have a rope with the other. The javelin actually fell close to where you are, so you could reach down in the water and grab it.
All right.
Or you could just take out another javelin.
Oh.
Because you have multiples.
I can do 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah, you can.
So I'm gonna.
But you have a human in one hand.
I'm gonna slowly lay her down.
Okay. She sits into the water, and the water is basically like chest high.
As long as she can breathe.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up 2 javelins and whip them around and.
Okay, and you're gonna attack.
Stick them in.
You got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do is you're going to attack with the one. Just do 2 attacks, please.
2 attacks?
Yeah.
Is that the D20?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know where it fell. Oh my goodness. You guys.
Now is the perfect time to bring up one of these.
Oh wait, no, I rolled the wrong dice. I have it. I have another D20.
I've never spun this off the table.
I've never lost these before. I don't know.
This is the last time we have a sponsor who actually is on our stream.
Except you,
Matt, you're good. Matt,
That's half
good.
of us.
Matt, you're good. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Christine.
Half the party.
Christina?
I got a 15.
Okay, that's a hit. With both?
Okay. No, just for one.
Okay, go roll it again.
And then I got a 4.
Okay. Plus your modifier. Make sure
plus my modifier?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's +4, so 8.
Okay.
And then a 15 plus 4, which is 19.
19. Okay, so the 19 hits. I'd like you to roll damage on the first one.
Damage is the pyramid?
Yeah,
dice?
whatever it says on there. So 1d6. The javelin.
Oh, a d6. All right. So many dice. I got a 6.
Okay, plus?
Nice. That's not good.
You have a plus on there. No, it's really good.
Oh, it is good.
Yeah, it's very good.
I got a +2.
Plus 2. 8 points of damage. Very nice.
Sick.
Yeah, this...
yeah, killed him. Not killed him?
No,
not
quite. No.
Oh.
No, but he is not looking good. You attack with one of your javelins and you jab it into its chest. And blood starts to spurt. You go to jab it with the other one and it bats your hand away, unfortunately, but you have hit with one and it is looking quite injured at this time. Boerth, you're up.
That's all I wanted.
I believe Brandon gave me advantage. Is that correct? With the help?
Yeah, you have advantage and you have Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration.
Copy that. Okay, good. With advantage, I'm gonna try to coup de grace, whichever one's most wounded.
Okay, the one that is most wounded is... Oh, actually, there's only one there in front of you. One Sahu again.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to give him a coup de grace.
Yeah.
Damn. 15.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's 7, 8, 9.
9 points of damage? Almost. He drops to one knee, but he's still barely holding on as you shove your halberd into his stomach.
Great. With my move action, I'm going to dive into the water and try to save Dilliu. Matt Mercer, never forget this moment.
Okay, so Dilliu's just on the ground beside you. He's not in the water. He did not fall in the water.
Dang it. I really wanted to be heroic in that moment.
Yeah, but you could pull him out of there. You could pull him out and put him beside you if you wanted to.
I'll pull him out. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Okay, all right. You don't have to, actually, because he's right beside you. I'll allow you to kind of grab him and pull him. Can you just give me a strength athletics check, please?
Yeah. 15.
Yeah, okay. So he can pull him, like, beside him?
Yeah, so I'll pull him and pull him out of the way.
Yeah. Just put him beside him, yeah. Okay. All right. So who are we going to attack? Snow coming at you. Those are, unfortunately, both hits, my friend. 5 points of damage as they turn around, and one goes just Ginsu on your chest with his claws as he frenzies at you. And then back to the other group. Gaziel, that's a hit. And João goes down into the water, who is the other shark hunter. And not happy that you just smacked him in the face, and realizing that Bolt isn't doing very well with your dagger, he's going to attack you. 3. You take 5 points of damage, Aella, as he claws you twice. You got that, Mel? 5 points of damage. You're still muted. We can't hear your swearing. Yeah.
I said, why was I listening to that?
Yeah, 5 points of damage to you.
Okay.
And Gaziel, you take another 3 points of damage as it claws you across the right shoulder.
I'm in pain.
Yeah, it's not good.
I'm not gonna survive this.
Alonza, though, is going to kind of stand up with resolve and attack. It hits, and she, with her spear, stabs one of the Sahuagin through the chest, and actually it goes down. Okay. Actually, the one that just downed João, she moves over to him and stabs it, and it goes down. Yeah, that one. The one in front of Gaziel is still up. Okay, and the crabs. Boerth, what's your armor class?
Might be muted.
14. They miss. You hear the clacking of the crab claws behind you, but they miss all of those. Aurelio is going to turn to. How badly damaged are you, Matt?
1 point left, I think.
Yeah, you know what? He reaches down. He reaches down. Yeah, that knows to Matt. Matt, how?
Oh, sorry.
How damaged are you?
I'm pretty good. I got healed.
That's right, you did. So
yeah,
he's gonna heal Dilliu. Dilliu comes back with 5 points of healing as he kind of sits up.
But I'll smack him in the face and tell him to get back in the battle.
He takes another point of damage. No, just kidding. I'm telling Matt Mercer. I'm telling. Plunkrawk, you're up. Bacalhau, you're up on deck.
Okay, so I'm gonna head over to Gaziel, who is hurt.
Yes.
Very hurt.
And how far am I from her?
5, 10, 15 or so.
Okay, so I'll head over to her.
Yeah.
Touch her with Cure Wounds.
Yes.
This is my last spell slot.
Yes.
And do 1d8 plus 3 of healing. So let Let me do that. There we go. That is +3. That's a 9 healing.
Okay.
Thank you, Plunk.
Delroy
saved my life
that way. Yeah.
You'll be fine. And then run away.
Okay.
15 feet back.
You guys have noticed that Delroy is no longer in sight either. Okay. That is Bacalhau, you're up. Snow, you're on deck.
Yeah. Sorry to keep asking. This guy that I just struck, still standing?
Yes.
Okay.
He's right in front of you. Barely. He's on one knee.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, this is not RP exciting, but I'm gonna just bash him on the head again with my quarterstaff.
I like it.
Ooh. That's a natural one.
Okay.
It's a natural one.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that can't be good. As you come down with your staff, he manages to move out of the way slightly. Your staff comes down and gets lodged in between two of the rocks in the rocky outcrop just outside of the deck there. The dock, sorry, not the deck.
I'm largely, as a character, unfazed by this sort of thing.
Sure.
So I'm just trying to tug it back out.
Just like nonchalantly just tugging at it. I love it.
Yeah.
Snow, you're up. Aella, you're on deck.
Okay, so the crabs, like I knew something was there, but after it attacked me, I kind of gathered what it was that just snipped at me there. So I'm gonna go with my scimitars and try to carve it up a little bit.
Yep.
Get ready for dinner. One is a natural 20.
Nice.
The other one is a miss with an 8.
Okay, so full damage on one die. Roll the next one.
Yeah, so that ends up being +3. There's 14 points of slashing damage.
Woo! That crab, you skewer it, and it goes lifeless on the dock. Very nice, Snow. With that, we are going to take a break. It is 8:30. Joel, if you can get some questions up. Folks, if you have questions at home, just write question in caps beside your question so that Joel can answer those for you. And we have to do a bit of a set change here. So we're going to black out our camera. You guys are on questions from the audience, and then we'll be back in as soon as we possibly can. We'll see you in a second.
Costume change.
Awesome.
Hey folks, so I'm going to take questions, and as usual, it is question : Joel, is that your actual house or a created background of some kind? This is my. Yes, it is. I live here. That's all. That's all I have. It's just a wall.
Some floor.
Okay, Dark Ridge 09 asks, was everyone surprised that the water got brought up for the lighting damage in the beginning?
The lightning damage.
Everyone surprised that the water got brought up for the lighting damage in the beginning. I'm not sure what that question actually means. I'm gonna move.
That's when I cast lightning.
Which bolt?
When everybody was in the water.
Oh, that
you made me
makes sense.
Come back from my washroom break for this.
I don't know.
You still hear him
for that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was surprised. I think is the answer. Everyone was surprised that happened. There are other questions. Oh. As my reindeer, this question is for you, Gaziel.
Taking a stab at the halfling race, eh?
Yeah, I know, right? What is the appeal for being a halfling?
They're small, nimble, and quick.
I was one in the last campaign, and I agree with you. Small, nimble, quick.
Plus sick.
like totally undervalued.
Reroll all your ones.
You reroll all your ones. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you roll a 1, and I still keep forgetting, like when the new campaign comes around again, we do season 2 of Into the Mist, I will still forget that I have to re-roll all of my 1s.
That's amazing.
But yes.
That is a appeal, for sure.
Yep.
Wow. Thanks for telling me in midway through battle.
Yeah, no worries. I'm here to help. Question, Dave, is it rough acting slow in Bacalhau? Actually, I'll answer that for Dave.
No, don't answer it for Dave.
Dave acts slow all the time.
No, but compared to like Balabar and Cornelius, who were pretty fast talkers, it is a little painful sometimes to try to keep it slow. Yeah, might be painful for everybody, but you know what? That's a turtle for you.
Brandon, question for you. What inspired you to play a blind character, and how do you like it so far?
Well, so many people compared Sterling to Alphonse Elric that it got me thinking about, what other characters do I love? And I thought, well, how would you make Toph and D&D? And that's kind of where it started. Toph from Avatar: The Last Airbender. She was a blind earthbender, for anybody that doesn't know. So she could feel through tremor sense. So we started playing around with those ideas, went from there. Didn't build Toph, but that's where it started. And, from there it went on. And I was really intrigued by the idea of playing a blind character and how that changes perception. So anyway, there's a lot more to it, but that's where I'll leave it for now.
I can't believe that I gestured to you.
That's okay. I can't believe I forgot I was blind and said that, hey, can I see if they have legs? Seriously. What was I thinking?
You guys both have had like mixed senses comments tonight. Like, do I see its legs? No, you don't see its legs. You can't see its legs. You sense it has legs. And then Dave, like I wave my stick to the blind guy. What do you think of this? Like, huh?
Oh man. Oh, man.
So funny. Okay. Question. So here's the thing. When I see the question thing, I just ask them. I'm like that guy from that reads the prompters without pre-reading the question.
Ron Burgundy.
So these questions, Rod Burgundy, or whatever his name is, Ron Burgundy. So I'm just gonna read. So question: ethically speaking, if you were to grab some of that crab people meat and ate it, would you turn into a Wendigo? Probably. I'm just gonna say that from an ethics perspective. Who follows a critical role, and what are you excited about seeing in this setting? Says Adabelle Rosette. I follow Critical Role.
I do too. I've seen all of Campaign 1 and Episode 1 of Campaign 2, and that's it for me. That's as far as I've gone.
I'm still working through Campaign 2, but I'm a little bit early in it.
Yeah,
the camera's active.
Yeah, hey Josh or someone in the room, you are in front of the camera and everyone can see your butt, man. Everyone can see your butt.
Wow, that's a lot of butt.
Nice.
That's a lot of butt. Hey guys. Okay. So
just remember, you can ask questions for Matt as well. I think he's away from keyboard right now.
He's back.
He's back?
He is back.
Yeah, but I mean, you could ask, this might be one of the only chances you get to ask Matt questions too. So ask him about Beetle and Grimm or, anything.
It's a big moment for everyone at home.
This is a big moment. This is a big moment. I'm just going through questions in the comments here, Matt. So if I ask you questions from the comments and not from me fanboying over the fact that you're playing here. So do you follow Critical Role, Matt?
I don't.
At all. Okay.
I love those
that was
easy. What they all represent the community, but I've got 3 kids, and personally, I don't. Streaming games isn't my jam. I want to play. When I see people play, I want to play.
Yeah, we are in a similar situation. We like to play like live in a room together. Yes. I really love doing that. Although I have followed and seen heard the full first season on podcast of Critical Role on my commute to and from work. So
do you like that? Do you like listening to podcasts?
I listen to podcasts all the time, literally almost exclusively. That's kind of my mode of learning is podcasts because I don't learn well in other ways.
What's your favorite?
My favorite podcast? Oh gosh, there's this new podcast called Into the Mist. No, just kidding. My favorite podcast is probably has ever been Serial, the podcast, the storytelling, the murder mystery, real murder mystery. It's called Serial. It was amazing.
Which season's your favorite?
Probably the first season was the best. I think the first season was the best because it was like brand new and no one had ever done a revelatory investigative podcast before, so it was crazy. Really good.
Bunch of questions from Matt in there.
Yeah, a bunch of questions from Matt. I want to inspire blah blah blah. Looking over here, Brandon, did your ribs turn out? We'll say yes to that.
Oh yeah, they did.
Sorry, Brandon. A question for Matt: how did you get roped into these campaigns?
The amount of money they're paying me is astronomical.
Yeah. So the rest of the cast doesn't get anything, but Matt, man, does he ever?
$18. Jason and I met each other last year at D&D Live. We became friends, and then when Gary Con had to fold its doors this year because of the pandemic,
right?
You guys started. RealmSmith did an awesome job stepping up to support Gary Con and to support the Gygax family, Luke specifically. So I jumped in and we streamed for 9 hours straight one day and 4 hours the other day, and it was like I feel like we became family. So I mean, we basically spent like an incredible amount of time playing together. And
in a single day. It's unprecedented.
One of the best times I've ever had streaming games, which I don't do very often, was your guys' Strahd game. That Strahd game was awesome.
That Strahd game was amazing. Was awesome. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna ask this, but I respect you, so I will respectfully ask, do you hate questions about your movies?
No, not at all. I mean,
okay.
I mean, it depends what the question is. I mean, I don't hate every question about movies, but there can be bad one.
Okay, good. Here's one. Did you even hack the world?
Yes.
Hack from Tim Su?
Of course I did. Yes.
Yes, you did.
The entire planet.
Yeah.
Did they not see the movie?
I feel like God.
Hello?
Oh, interesting. See now, Brandon, that you've said that the questions that people can ask Matt a question. Now it's like an inundation of Matt questions.
Well, I think it's like, oh yeah, that's I can do that.
Okay, cool.
I can answer. Do you want me to help? I can help.
I mean, I don't mind asking them to you. That way, it's kind of more interview-esque in its nature. So Matt, not a question, but I enjoyed the Beadland Grimm punk rock Avernus commercial. Good job.
Thank you.
Adam, question for you, Adam Mainse. Has Adam ever watched the movie Mystery Men? Just curious, as your voice for Bolt sounds just like the character of the Blue Raja. Lol.
Funny story. I'd never seen that movie, and then someone mentioned that I sound like the Blue Raja last week. And so, like the next day, I watched Mystery Men. I was like, oh yeah, that is like the voice.
Yeah, that's funny.
And so I didn't think it would come up so spoon. You would have got that if you saw the movie. Anyway.
Right. Kat Matari asks, question, Matthew, is that your home? Looks like a scene from Relics and Rarities.
It is. It's my office. I feel like I should definitely get like one of those screens. Then it would my kid coming into the background, and yeah,
just like the green screen. You can do it on Zoom. You don't even need to show us your home. You can just put like
then like your head kind of hangs out of it.
Yeah, like Adams. Yeah. Once this COVID thing is over, this is from Adabelle Rosette. Once this COVID thing is over, would RealmSmith consider coming to Ottawa Comic-Con? We always consider going to Comic-Cons. We never don't consider it. It's a matter of budget most of the time. So, but thank you for the invite to the Ottawa Comic-Con, and maybe we'll go. It's in Canada. I mean, we've only ever gone to cons in the US. Isn't that funny? Anyways. Okay. Oh Snap Dad asks Melanie, what is she snacking on? What are you snacking on, Melanie?
So I'm trying to watch what I eat, not in the form of watching it from my hand into my mouth, but actually trying to watch the calories, because now that I'm 42,
people are watching what you eat as well.
I know. Now I'm 42 years old, and losing weight is like way harder than it used to be. So these are like, oh, am I allowed to show like product?
Don't worry, I can like pixelate the logo and stuff. Don't worry about it. We're good. I'll fix it in post.
So they're like good for you Pringles, and they're sour cream and onion because I'm just sleeping with my dog tonight, so he doesn't care. That's
there
it.
You go.
Nothing special.
That's great. Okay. Question for Matt again. What was your favorite thing about filming 13 Ghosts?
Working with F. Murray Abraham was pretty great. There's a moment in the movie. This story never really translates, but there's a moment in the movie where we were shooting in Vancouver, and we were in a junkyard in the middle of winter, and he was standing on top of the stack of cars, and he's screaming at the director who's giving him notes like 50 feet below. He's screaming at the director because he's getting hit with like this wind effect and lightning and like all these special effects, and he can't act because it's like so overwhelming. And F. Murray Abraham screamed down at the director, "This movie, goddammit, isn't about special effects." And I just remember being on the ground going, I actually think it is. I don't think you're right about that. So watching F. Murray Abraham battle, like being in a horror movie and like really wanting the performance to be incredible was pretty awesome.
That's pretty amazing. Okay, question for me. Dark Ridge 09 asks, which soda stream flavor is your go-to? This, my friends, is just a bubbly water. That's all it is. Just water with bubbles in it, and that is my go-to. It's straight vodka with bubbles. I use the soda stream on vodka bottles. Don't do that.
Can you carbonate alcohol?
I don't. I believe it just really reacts to the carbonation. So you can, but you have to have a special thing. You can't do it with the soda stream. Not that I've ever tried and know all these details.
There's lots of carbonated
for any real reason.
Alcoholic drinks, though.
No, I know, but you can't do it with a soda stream, is what I'm saying.
Maybe not pure vodka.
Oh, I should not have done that then.
Maybe a splash of juice or something.
Maybe I just won't. I just twisted the Mickey into the machine.
Try to carbonate your scotch.
That sounds terrible. Probably scotch sounds terrible.
It really does. Let's not even. Yeah, let's not do that to scotch. So BMad97 says, "Holy bleep! Can I get a hi from Matthew? I grew up on you as my Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and I'm so grateful, not to mention Scream."
My wife does not.
BMad97.
BMad, yes. Hi, BMad97.
There you go. BMad97.
I'm glad you grew up on me. It's super creeps.
Joel, there's another one as well. Somebody's requesting a happy birthday wish for their daughter's 14th birthday. Her name is Katie.
Katie?
Katie.
No, I'm not doing it. I don't ever say anything nice to Katie. Is it Katie? Katie?
Yeah.
All right,
It's
Katie.
her 14th
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Katie. My 11-year-old who's now 12 just had his 12th birthday in quarantine, and I think it sucks, but I want you to know happy birthday. Zoinks!
Oh man, so sweet.
Zoinks! Happy birthday!
That was awesome.
Is there a way I can get this music, the background music, turned off?
Sirens
There's no music going. What are you talking about?
These
It's
guys.
all in your head.
Don't do that to me. Hey Josh, if you're listening in, is there any way you can turn off the background, the Sirenscape stuff?
Or put it to a funner song?
Has
maybe.
Jay died of COVID? Is he coming back?
I think he did.
Oh, there he is.
I think he's self-isolating.
Yeah. Working
by
daybreak.
himself. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so someone asked me if I can do a song. I'm gonna do a song. Okay.
Yes.
Do it.
Yay!
Dragons?
You do original or you do it?
Periwinkle and the
gonna
Foreskins?
Yeah, it's do
not
Periwinkle
not
and the
Periwinkle
Foreskins
and
and
the
Tiamat.
Foreskins. No. I'm gonna do a thematic song. This is the origin song for the Kancko race. Okay. This is where the Kancko. This is their folk song.
Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you've been only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbirds singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you've been only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the light of the dark black night. There we go. Hey,
Nice.
Incredible.
The origin song for the Kancko people.
I think you were
Who knew
muted.
the Beatles.
Everybody throw your undergarments.
Virtual only, please. Virtual
Too
only.
much.
My wife is upstairs. Okay. Where is Jason? I guess we just keep
Someone
going.
asked the question, once we get our Hero Forge minis, is Jay going to paint them for us?
Oh, that's awesome. Yes. That's a good question. I think we may do appearances, or we're going to try to coordinate appearances for Nolzers, which is our Sunday night painting show with Jason, so that we actually paint our characters as we go. Now, that might take some time, but I think that's what he would like to do, or at least it would be cool.
Like I'm going to paint my own miniature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with Jason's help, he'll be right beside you and he'll tell you, no.
Yeah, because
Stupid
like
thing.
I'm like,
just
dip
no,
it.
that's a bottle of mustard. Don't do that. That's not yellow.
I can paint hair. I can't paint miniatures. No. Oh my gosh. All right.
You can do it.
Okay.
Apparently Jay's on his bio break still, which I guess includes a shower.
Yeah. Shave, haircut,
Power nap.
manscaping.
Hey, Dave, how long have you had that panic room in your home?
Oh. Yeah. It's a good one.
Yeah. Sorry. Question: will you ever run this campaign in person when the quarantining is over? If so, who will be Grigori for this campaign? Good question.
Good question.
Who will be Grigori? We'll have to figure out who will run the extra life mid thing. Grigori
Brandon would be Grigori, of course. That's Brandon's role.
No, but who will be the Grigori for this campaign? For this upcoming one?
Like character-wise.
Grigori's Barovian, right?
Yeah, Grigori wouldn't be here.
So,
he is Vistani, so they can travel.
He's a plane traveler.
Jamaican Grigori, somebody said. That would be amazing.
Jamaican Grigori, yeah.
Yes.
Is Matt Matt just stepped away for a sec?
He stepped away, but I think mainly because you stepped away for so long, Jay.
Yeah.
Where were you? Are you okay?
Yeah. We were just
all right?
Yeah, you'll see in a second.
We were gonna call for help.
Okay. We were gonna.
This is where rocks fall and everybody dies.
Well, something like that. Okay, we'll just wait till Matt gets back. Give him a couple more.
Yeah, I'm looking for other questions that went unanswered.
Grigori, but on a boat.
A bunch. Question: if Plunkrawk dies, will you sing "Bye Bye Blackbird" at the funeral?
Straighten the monitor.
Yes.
I don't think anybody would go.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, the Matt is back. Let's do this.
Just exit Dave out now. I think I have the control to be able to just. Cool.
Okay,
let's do it.
You guys all set?
All set.
All right. Where do we leave off? Who was the last person that we did initiative for?
I got my quarterstaff stuck.
Yeah, you got your quarterstaff stuck. And then Snow, you attacked. And Aella didn't get a chance to attack yet. But, hang on, let me just queue up Sirenscape here again. One moment, please. Stand by. I'm so sad that I wasn't part of the question and answer time. Was it fun for everyone?
Oh, yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Good time had for all.
Thank you, everyone, for your questions. That was nice.
Good. All right. Back to it. All of a sudden, you guys are in the midst of your battle. You're trying to dispatch the last crab. There is one more Sahuagin on the dock, and there is two more over by the water where you guys are. You hear a rush of water coming from out past where you are into the ocean. You turn around, and there is a massive wave. It's about 15 to 20 feet high, and it closes in on you before you have a chance, and you feel that water start to rush from under you, and it hits really hard. I'd like everyone to take a strength saving throw, please.
Yeesh.
Hmm. 15.
Okay. Anybody over
7.
Anybody under a 12?
7.
Okay, that's Plunkrawk and Bolt. Anybody else?
Only because of my bardic inspiration, Plunkrawk.
Okay, nicely done.
Dude.
All right, you guys are washed. Those that failed are pushed 20 feet back inland. And if you can give everybody kind of a bit more of a view of the whole island. You guys now see that the island, you also now feel a massive tremor under your feet as the island begins what you imagine to sink. And this water has now, between the water that has washed in and the amount that the island, this part of the island is actually sinking, you have lost 10 feet in distance. As you feel this sudden drop in the structure of the island. Snow, you are not on the deck, which is currently floating. So you now are wading in the water, even though you are keeping on top of where the water is. Bacalhau, you have a swim speed. So you managed to fight off this wave as you were kind of accustomed to it, but you were also off the dock in the water. Boerth, Dilyu, the young teenage boy, the the crab and the Sahuagin are all on the dock safely. Let's go over to the other folks. You guys are now treading water where the other group was. Sorry, we're just fixing the camera here. It just came off the table. You can switch back. You guys are now treading water where you were standing. There is a Sahuagin in front of you, Aella, and there is another Sahuagin in front of you, Gaziel. The two hunters, the one is still underwater, now washed away. You don't know where João has gone. And Alonza is also washed back as well. You don't know where she's gone. You can switch back to the camera now.
Man.
We're going to say...
So those of us...
Yeah, go ahead.
Just for clarification, those of us who were on the beach are now treading water?
While you were pushed back further towards the tavern, towards the Riptide Tavern. So you are now floating beside that table that you see. Bolt, you are floating beside a couple chairs. And Aella, you're up.
Sheesh.
And there is a Sahuagin who is swimming right basically in front of you as you still hold your staff.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna staff him in the face.
Do it.
The staph infection.
Yeah, well,
infection in the face.
It's only a 2, so
yeah.
2 plus nothing. What did I use? My quarterstaff?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, just alone. I didn't even Malay it, so.
Shillelagh.
Oh.
No, you still have Shillelagh.
Get off my back, guys!
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So you have a hard time making contact. You're treading water. You're just not in a good place right now, soaking wet, and have a hard time finding purchase with your staff. Bolt, you're up. Gaziel, you're on deck. Yeah.
Okay. Just looking around, where's the closest place to get to dry land?
Yeah. So there is. You look back. Give me a perception check.
Okay. 12.
With a 12, you look back through the inn, and as you kind of survey, you see that the area that before was lifted is still dry ground, but the water has basically washed up to that kind of higher ground area at the back of Palma Flora. You also hear, everyone hears massive screams from across the back of the island. You imagine that a lot of the townspeople and the people who worked in the island rushed back to get across the bridge that connects Flora Isle to Palma Flora, the village itself. And all the ships, except for the Wave Chaser, have all now disembarked and are gone. But Boerth, kind of looking up and understanding, you know it takes quite some time to get a ship ready to leave port, especially of this size. And even in the kind of an emergency situation, you're still looking at 15 minutes to half an hour at least to be able to do what you need to do. And so you're still quite a ways of setting off.
Well, I will look in this moment as the wave is coming.
Yeah.
I will give the command to unfurl the sails and I'll scream out, "Prepare for the sea, boys! Prepare for the sea!"
Yeah, and you
so that they're on deck and roadway, prepare for the sea, just so that they're on a journey to get it ready, even if it's 15 minutes from now. No idea what.
Totally. So you do, as you're yelling too, you do hear the first mate Heidi and the captain Three Earrings yelling out orders as well. You know that they're well underway and they know exactly what they're doing. So you're confident that they're doing exactly what they need to. Although, go ahead. Sorry, I missed that.
Can I get a perception check whether this wave is it a natural forming rogue? I mean, I've seen rogue waves.
Give me a nature check.
Yeah, I don't make it.
Give me advantage on that because it is ocean related, actually, please.
Oh, great. Okay, perfect. Thank you. 15.
Yeah, with the 15, you imagine that the wave that hit wasn't necessarily a natural wave that you've seen. It was much larger than just it was a single wave. So you think it was probably tied to the earthquake that is occurring and the shifting in the sea bottom that must be occurring in order to sink this island, potentially. Okay, Bolt, back to you. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to. I'm treading water right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. If I.
And sorry, you guys, just so you know, those of you that are in water and do not have a swim speed now have disadvantage on all your attacks if you're swimming. Go ahead, Bolt.
Okay. If I use my full movement, can I swim straight back to where there's land?
You can swim back. Probably not. It won't get you there, but it'll get you a decent distance.
Okay. I
do
will. If I dash, can I make it?
No, not even with a dash. Swimming's half speed.
Okay. Then
yeah, swimming is half speed, so you're only going to be able to move 30 with a dash.
Okay, I'll still dash then.
Okay.
And move
okay.
Full movement all the way as far as I can towards dry land.
Okay. Gaziel, you're up. Boerth, you're on deck.
Does the Sahuagin have a trident in his hand?
The Sahuagin that's facing you has a spear.
A spear?
Yep.
Okay. Am I able to take the spear from him with my strength and shove it up his nostrils?
Oh, okay. That's quite detailed. I am. If you want to take his spear from him, I'm going to get you to do a grapple with the spear, and then it'll be like a competitive grapple with him.
A grapple.
A contested. So you're going to roll a strength check for me, please.
A strength check. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to get there. Okay. All right. A 13 plus my strength is +2.
So that's not enough. You being strong, small but mighty, you grab his spear and you try to pull it from him, and he yanks it from your grasp, unfortunately. That is your action, and you are still within distance of him. If you move at all, he will get an attack of opportunity. Do you want to stay where you are?
I do want to move.
Okay, where are you going to move?
I want to move away from him.
Okay, so straight back?
Yeah.
So that'll be 15 feet back. Oh, he reaches out with a natural 20.
Oh.
That's not going to be good. You take 8 points of damage.
Oh my goodness.
As you turn to start to swim away, you feel his claws dig deep into your unarmored back and scrape all the way down your back, and you feel blood start to pour out and the warmth fill the water behind you. Boerth, you're up. You're muted, buddy.
Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, so in looking at this, what I see is what I get around me. I'm gonna try to drop the one that was on its last legs.
Yep.
With the one point on its knee.
Yep.
I miss. And then do I see the fact that do I see the rest of my compatriots as I scan across?
Yeah.
I feel like this situation here is under control.
Yeah.
Snow is, turtles crushing.
Yeah.
But do I see anyone else in jeopardy across the
island?
Across what used to be the beach?
Yeah. So you do see that Aella and Gaziel. Gaziel has the little blue. So now that you're kind of taking it all in. You see that there is a blue-haired halfling that has just turned to run from a Sahuagin across the bay, and just got totally gashed, and that's Gaziel. Aella is facing off against a Sahuagin. She's got a staff that is glowing blue, kind of halfway between her and Gaziel. And you see Plunkrawk, who is Plunkrawk, and Bolt, who is a bronze dragonborn. With goggles on his head. They have drifted back and are closer to what appears to be, or what you know to be the Riptide Inn. And Bolt has actually swam back, and he's starting to swim to mainland. Also, if you look straight back, you see who you know to be Delroy. He's the charismatic entertainer that kind of entertains people at the resort and runs like boxercise. And you've done it a couple times, but it's not quite your thing. And he has the farmer, and you know who to be the local farmer for Flora Isle, on his back, and he's swimming out towards the ship out that way. But that's all you can really see.
Okay, good. So that was a lot. I generated a lot of information.
Yes.
I see Gaziel struggling.
Yep.
And I'm going to say to Snow, Snow, finish this. I'm getting the rest of them. And I'll jump over as close as I can to what I think land used to be.
Yep.
Hoping that there's a little more more traction, more terra, so that I can get to her fast.
Okay.
So I'll take the attack opportunity.
Yeah, so you did, and with the dock is basically broken off and is now starting to float on top of the water, and so with you jumping off, it sets the crab off kilter, and it's not able to attack to make purchase on you. You jump into the water and you start to swim towards Gaziel. Can you move him? Do you want to do a dash? I guess swim.
Yeah,
so that's 30.
As much as you let me get away with, Jay.
Yeah, that's 30. So it's half speed. So if you're dashing, you're not. Oh, you attacked. Sorry. So it'll only be 15. Yeah.
I did, but I'm a fantastic swimmer.
Yeah.
I finished first in swimming for the pirate school.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's an advanced swimmer.
I love it.
He looks old and wily, but he's really a fantastic swimmer.
That's amazing. Dilyu, who is a fantastic swimmer and actually has a swim speed, jumps in the water after you, and he swims up to beside you, and you know, given his ability, he can actually, you know what? No, he actually strikes out and he finishes off that Sahuagin first with his spear. Yeah. He comes up after coming back to. He comes up, and it should have been actually with a natural 20. Sorry, he should have come back with 1 point for his natural 20 death save roll, which was my bad. He comes up with the spear. He skewers this last Sahuagin through the mouth, out the top of the head, and then jumps in the water and catches up to you, Boerth, and is keeping pace beside you. And as much as a champion swimmer as you are, Dilyu is it's like walking for him. He's just the most accomplished swimmer you've seen. Okay. The crab tried the attack. The crab is going to go up on Aurelio at the end of the dock there. He steps up to the teenage boy and is trying to snap, but doesn't make purchase. The two Sahuagin, the Sahuagin on you, Aella, does hit. That's going to be 8 points of damage, Aella, as it swipes across you, and you're muted currently, I think.
No, now I'm okay.
Okay.
But that's a problem because I only have 7 hit points left.
Yeah, so you are now at 0. Aella, this Sahuagin reaches across and rakes across your throat as you feel blood start to pour in the water. Things go dark, and she just pulled it. That doesn't work that way. You're still dead. And Aella goes face down in the water and is currently floating in the water. You thought Ravenloft was bad. Okay.
Face down, Jay?
Yep.
Does she have to be face down?
Yeah, she's face down. No, she's face down. No,
I can breathe underwater, though, boys.
She doesn't have to breathe. Yeah, well, you're unconscious. So unless you're restrained or unconscious, you can. Plunkrawk, okay. You're up. Bacalhau, you're on deck.
Okay. How far? So I'm assuming that the line in the water there on the map is actually the difference between walk and swim. Am I right, Jay?
No, it's all swim at this point.
It's all swim? Okay.
Until you get to dry land.
Okay. I'm going to go to the building behind me and try to get up to the balcony.
Okay, so you're going to climb?
I saw a balcony.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to swim? Yeah. So you're going to try and basically climb the side of that building there. Okay.
Yep.
Can you get me a strength athletics check when you get there, please?
Okay.
So that's basically 10
that
feet.
That is a 19. -1. So I got an 18.
Yeah, that's enough. So you managed to kind of grip on and get up to the balcony section of that building.
Nice. Perfect.
Okay.
And from the balcony, I'll go, Aella, Aella, Aella.
Yeah. Okay.
To everyone else.
Okay. And you all hear him scream Aila's name. Bacalhau, you're up. Snow, you're on deck.
Okay. So both Snow and I got knocked into the water, correct?
Yep.
Well,
you're in the water. You were standing on land that then rose above you. You stood where you were, but you're basically where you left off. You're just now treading water.
Okay. And how far are we, Snow and I, from the shore?
Well, you guys are all quite a distance, like 100 feet at least.
Okay. Is Snow swimming okay? Is he treading water, or is he struggling?
He seems that he's okay.
Okay. I'll ask him. Do you need any help, friend?
I'll tell you. I hate water, and I can't wait to get back on land.
You can climb on my back if you'd like.
That I would greatly appreciate.
So I reach over in the direction of where I hear his voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far away are you?
I think we're pretty close to each other. But I'll try to like kind of dunk under him and try to come up under him.
Okay. Okay, so you managed to get him on your back. That's fine. You do have a swim speed, so that took 15 of your swim speed. You have another 15 feet of movement?
No. Well, am I in range of any enemies right now that I'm going to get attacked?
Do you have a swim speed?
I did look it up.
Yeah.
I don't have one listed on D&D Beyond.
If you click on your walking speed, it'll show you swim speed too.
Get out of here.
And climbing speed.
Each movement costs 1 extra foot.
Yeah, so no.
So it's just half, right?
Yeah, it's half.
The climbing or swimming each.
Yeah. So you don't have a swim speed. Okay. So basically,
so I can do 15.
Yeah. So you basically did 15 to. Well, he did 15 to get to you. So you have 15 to go. You're moving towards land.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll start. I guess I'll put the quarterstaff in the. I don't have pockets.
Yeah. No, you have a.
You have like
you have like a little holder on your shell, on the side of your shell.
Yeah. I guess.
Like a Ninja Turtle.
I feel like the shapes don't line up.
It's fine.
But and I'll just kind of start moving towards the shore.
Okay.
But have I taken an action? Or
not
could
yet.
I hold an action? Can I hold an action?
Yeah.
Can I hold Toll the Dead for if I'm about to be attacked?
Yes.
If an enemy's within 5 feet, I'd like to use Toll the Dead on them.
Okay. If an enemy comes within 5 feet, got it. And you now, as you're swimming out with Snow on your back, you do see Delroy, who is now swam 15 feet closer to you, who is coming across the water at you. Maybe can we get a more of a tabletop kind of view? There we go. Okay. So Josh will just point out where Delroy and the farmer are, and then point out where those guys are. There. Okay. All right. Aella, you're up. You didn't get an action there, Brandon. You just basically moved, and I allowed you guys kind of to do it together. What do you do?
So I'm holding an action. So first of all, as flavor, I kind of, as the water rose up, I basically like a cat that fell into the bathtub, just like scrambled over as soon as the offer was made to get on his back.
Yeah.
So I'm on his back, and I'm kind of like preening out my fur to go in the directions where I need it to go, so I can feel the movement of the air. But I'm also listening. For any enemies that might be within range that I could attack, and any I guess friendlies as well.
Okay.
But I'm holding an attack action for any enemies that come.
Okay, so you're readying an attack. Okay.
Yeah, after hearing what Boerth said,
yeah.
I wanted to, he's the superior officer. I want to obey his command. So I'm paying attention for enemies the best I can.
Okay. Aella, death save, please. Roll a d20.
I can't cure wounds on myself, right?
Not now. No.
I don't. What do you want me to roll? Because I
20.
don't.
20-sided dice, yeah.
Yeah, so I got a 19.
Okay, so that was very close to coming back. So you have one successful save. So where it says death saves in your hit points on your screen, just do one success. Okay. Bolt, you're up. Gaziel, you're on deck.
Okay. Can I make it to the dry land?
You can make it. Yeah, you can basically make it to the edge of that building, and hold on. I think.
Okay. Can I?
Do you see where you are there?
Yeah. What I want to do is like get there to be able to shoot my harpoon launcher catapult. Just to be on top of a.
Okay,
top of a solid surface.
Yeah. So can he get to the roof with his movement? If you dash, you can get there. You want to dash?
Okay. Yeah. I'll dash to get there.
Okay. You dash and you manage to climb up on the roof. You are now on the roof. You can see where you are there.
Oh yeah, look.
And that's your action. Gaziel, you're up.
Where am I currently?
You are right there. You're floating beside a table, and you see that Aella has gone back up in the water, and she's floating in front of the Sahuagin.
Where is Aella exactly next to me? Is she close
he's
by?
pointing it out. Yeah. So that's Aella. And that's you.
Okay. Could I lay on hands for Aella?
You can start to swim towards her. You won't get there in time, but you can absolutely start to swim towards her.
Actually, I'll just get on the table.
Okay, she gets on the table.
I'm gonna get on the table.
Okay. All right. Anything else? That's your action.
And then, is that my action?
Well, I don't know. Well, no, I'll allow that as movement. You get an action with it.
And then I don't know if I still have the javelins, but I'm going to whip them into that Sahuagin.
Yeah. How many javelins do you have left? You've tossed.
How many javelins do I have
already.
left? Oh, I don't have them attached to the rope.
You have one attached to the rope. So I'll let you reel in the one, and you can toss it again. That's fine.
I'll reel in the one and toss it.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do I have to roll a 20?
No. Yeah. You roll your d20. Yeah, and then add your attack modifier.
Attack modifier. What is the attack modifier?
It's right beside. It says to hit. Right beside javelin.
Oh, beside javelin. Oh,
Plus
that's a 2.
something.
So 15 plus 2.
That's it. Enough. You hit.
Get him.
Now attack. Now roll damage.
Damage. And that's a 6, right? 5.
Okay. Very nice. 5. Did you add your plus to your damage beside?
Oh no, I didn't.
1d6 says plus something.
Actions. Plus 2.
Plus 2. So 7 points.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. From this distance, you see that the javelin digs deep into his chest. And at this... Oh, yeah. Okay. That's your turn. Boerth, you're back up.
Yeah, I'll take my double move action and try to get to Aella.
Okay.
And try to... I'll put my body... I don't know where I'm at. It's hard to sort of see, but I think I can get there with a double action. Yeah. Putting my body is a defensive maneuver between the creature and her.
Okay, so you kind of twist her around. Give me a medicine check.
Yeah. Oh, it's not my strength, but I rolled pretty well. 14, so it's a 13.
Yeah, with a 13, you can tell that she's unconscious, but still breathing, but just holding on to life.
Sure.
You kind of turn her around, and she gasps, and water kind of comes out of her mouth, but she's still unconscious. You
Good.
think...
So with my hand, I'm going to go full defensive. I don't know if you remember 3-5. I think you go defensive, and you get pluses for defense.
Yeah, you get with an action. You can take a dodge action, but you can't right now because you've double moved. So next turn you can get.
I'll put her behind me, holding her with one arm, and then my next action will be to try to keep that creature at bay.
So heroic.
I try. You know why? Because I'm not going to be here next week. So I'd rather me die than you guys die.
This is this is your that's your heroic Sirenscape sound. Okay.
Me, creature, feast on this.
All right.
Dragon bone and flesh.
Dilyu is going to swim right up to that creature, and he is going to attack it with a natural 1. He goes to attack this creature and loses it. It goes under the water. And now, because the wave came in, it's really hard. Even though this was crystal blue water before, it's incredibly murky around this area because all the silt and all the sand has risen. And he has now lost the Sahuagin, does not know where it is that you were protecting from. So if you can take the Sahuagin out of there. Yeah. Okay. He kind of, Dilyu, not necessarily being a combatant, kind of did like a death war cry when he was coming up, and actually spooked it before he actually attacked, and it went underwater.
You do not have permission to die in these seas.
That's good. Boerth, you feel a bite on your leg. And you take
delicious.
And you take 4 points of damage.
I scoff at my 4 points.
And as you kind of feel again under this murky water, this clamp onto your kind of shin bone, and then let go, much like a shark bite, actually. The kid from the dock is going to jump into the water and escape this crab. And it's going to start to swim towards Aella, moving 15. Plunkrawk, you're up. Bacalhau, you're on deck.
Okay. I'm going to... what can I do? I have nothing. I'm going to throw a dagger. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to throw a dagger at the nearest enemy.
What's the range?
The range of the dagger is 60 feet.
That's within range? Yeah.
20 feet. Sorry, yeah. 20
feet? That's not within range. So you'd have the disadvantage if you were to throw it over 60. Over 20, sorry.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
It's just a question, DM.
Yes.
20 feet / 60 feet. What does that mean on range?
Under 20? Oh, no. So...
range on my dagger.
Yeah, under 20.
I'm proficient.
Yeah, under 20, it's full. Over 20, between 60 is disadvantage. You can't throw it any further than 60.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'll do it with disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah. So where is that enemy?
Josh is going to point it out right there in front of Gaziel.
By dagger.
Okay. So, yes. Well, my name is Plunkrawk. Here we go. So with a disadvantage, he says, okay, well, that's 17.
Yeah.
And please be a 20. Well, that's a 14.
Okay, that's still a hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's still a hit. So you kind of square off on it. You know it's a far shot, a Hail Mary shot, but you actually make purchase. Yeah. Roll your damage.
Yep. That is 2 + 3, so 5 damage.
5 damage. Your dagger sticks into its neck, blood spurting from it, and your dagger falls into the depths along with the dead Sahuagin.
And nice I do shot. That.
Nice shot. That's good. It's great. All right. Bacalhau, Snow, you're on deck.
I will just continue swimming towards shore.
Okay.
With my friend on my back.
So let's move another 30 then, if you're double moving it. There. You've now approached kind of a little bit of a gangplank that is now floating. Delroy is swimming with this farmer on his back. He goes, "Man, where are you going? The place is sinking into the sea."
Okay. I'll just nod. And I'll say, I'll come back for you.
Man, I'm going towards the boat. And the farmer's kind of like, the old farmer's kind of semi-unconscious on his back. Move them another 30. And as he's kind of swims by you. All right. That is Bacalhau and Snow. Snow, any action there? You're just holding on.
Yeah, I'm holding on, but I want to lean over to Bacalhau and I'll say, we are definitely friends now.
Good. Okay. Aella, you're up. Another death save, please.
Sorry, when he says that, I want to look back and I'll just say, "You're my first friend."
Nice.
Right now, you are my best friend.
I got a 16.
16. Okay, that is another success.
Oh, you just see a single tear drop from my eye as I hear that in the distance.
That's good. Bolt, you're up. Gaziel, you're on deck.
From where I am on this rooftop, can I see one of the combatants?
Okay, give me a perception check.
I'm going to add Bardic Inspiration to it.
Okay.
And make it a... Oh, man. 6.
Go.
A 6?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nothing. Although you do hear the sounds of combat, like inland, back towards behind you, where there is still land.
Oh. Can I look over there to see where that's...
Yeah, but the distance that you are from it, you can't really see what's going on. You see some movement in combat, but with a 6, you don't see enough. You just know there's combat happening back there.
Okay. Then I'm going to see if I can move to the other side of the roof and see if I see anybody from that angle.
Okay.
Just because I'm on the lower side of the one side, I'll go to the other side with the chimney.
Over. Yeah. Yeah, you can go 30 now because you're on land. So you want to make it to land?
True, yeah, if I can get to that.
Yeah, so put them right on shore. As you hit the shore, quite clearly now, you see that Jarrett, the gentleman you guys met last evening, currently has a boy, a familiar boy, in his arms, and he is holding off 3 Sahuagin. He is holding a rapier in his left hand, and he is currently fighting off 3 of them at the same time, holding this boy close to his body, trying to protect him.
Okay. I'm going to cast Catapult with my harpoon launcher.
Yep.
And I'm just going to stick the dagger in it because I don't have a harpoon.
Yeah. So you stick the dagger in the harpoon launcher.
Yeah. And I'm going to say, let's see if you're any use inside this.
Okay, I'd do it with disadvantage because obviously the dagger isn't quite made for the harpoon launcher gun. So let's just attack with disadvantage.
Okay, well it's it just flies in a straight line up to 90 feet. And then if it would hit anybody, they have to make a dex save.
Yeah. So sorry, what was the attack?
It's actually a save. It's not an
attack. There's no... Okay, got it. Yeah, so no, they failed.
Okay.
Damage?
Damage will be 3d8.
Ooh.
16. 16 blood.
16 points of damage. Holy cow.
Come on.
And with 16 points of damage, the Sahuagin that has its back to you gets this dagger in his back, and it knocks him forward a couple of feet. And even from this distance, you hear the crunching of bones and the crunching of kind of ribs on the back of his body. And Jarrett looks at the Sahuagin, realizing what just happened, and kind of looks past him at you, obviously incredibly happy that somebody else is coming to the battle here. All right, Gaziel, you're up, and then Boerth, you're on deck.
All right. Is there any enemies around me? Anybody, or are they all killed off on the shore?
Where are you right now? There is nobody around you. You do notice that Boerth kind of yells out in pain after the Sahuagin went under, but you're not seeing any sign of it.
Could I do a divine sense check?
Yes, absolutely.
At 60 feet of making sure nobody else is coming on shore?
Yeah, so that's fiends, undead, or aberrations. That's right.
Yeah.
So it's so it may or may not be useful to use that spell slot now.
Yeah, I would say no. I would say that is not.
Save it for later.
Yeah, you would imagine that right now undead isn't the problem, or anything innately evil is necessarily the issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I decide to swim to the nearest. Just swim to dry land. Just take my time if there's nobody behind me.
So you jump back in the water, and you start to swim. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay, good. All right, back up to you, Boerth. You're muted, bud.
Dang it.
It's all good.
All right, I'll take a double move.
Yeah.
And try to get Aella back over to Plunkrawk to see if he can administer some kind of simple aid to save this woman.
Yeah. So actually, as you start to swim back, you actually think that you may be able to stabilize her with your previous medicine check. You can also take that dodge action that you actually, if you're trying to stabilize her, that'll be your action. So
I'll just take the action. I'm more worried about saving her.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna say with that last medicine check that you're actually able to stabilize her. So now
great.
So you're stabilized. You are still unconscious, Aella, but you are no longer bleeding out. Okay.
Good.
All right. Good.
And then I'll immediately start as she's saved. I'll immediately go defensive with my halberd, trying to look around for whatever attacks me.
Yeah.
Try to, as it comes by, snape it as it goes away.
Okay, I like it. Oh, currently though, it's really murky, so you're having a hard time seeing anything.
I have great eyes. I'm a great swimmer.
I've been meaning to tell you that, actually. Plunkrawk, you're up. Bacalhau, you're on deck.
All right. So, sheesh. I'm on the balcony. I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration slot and give who's down here. Give Snow a little bit of a tune from the balcony, and it's gonna go something like this. It's gonna go like.
Snowy cat, this song's for you. Do what you know how to do.
And that's it.
Good.
Inspiration.
All right. Good stuff. Bacalhau, you're up. Snow, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm still swimming towards the shore, but after I swam past that guy and he's kind of like, well, we're going to the boat, I'm going to kind of look up towards Snow on my back and ask him, are we going the right way?
Perhaps the boat is a good idea.
Yeah, you know that you can hear the sails and all of the sounds of prepping the boat and the creaking of the ship behind you, Snow. Okay. And you're starting to wonder maybe that would be the better direction to go at this point.
Okay,
if the land is disappearing, then the boat is a better place to be.
Whatever you say, friend. And I'll start slowly turning around.
Great. And swimming back to.
So after like 3 turns, we'll probably just be in the same spot we started in.
Yeah, exactly.
If I'm kicking my legs, does that make us go faster?
Yeah, no.
Like I'm one of those floaty boards.
Yeah, like an Evinrude, you know. I'll just be.
Yeah. You can't. I don't think you can help with movement as an action. Maybe with a dash. No, you can't. No, it doesn't help.
Okay.
There's nothing I can do to help you, friend.
You try, but it just looks really funny.
I'm just, as a snowy cat, gonna do what I can do, which is nothing right now. But thank you, Joel.
Nothing around. Yeah, that's great.
Okay, we slowly turn around and start going the other way.
I'll continue holding an attack action just in case.
So, Aella, you are currently unconscious, so to bolt.
Okay. So I'm going to leave the launcher on the ground.
Yeah.
Pull out what I have called the boomstick and cast a firebolt at the one that I hit that has my dagger in it right now.
Okay, all right. Do it.
So it will be 24 to hit.
That is a hit.
Wow.
And it's 5 fire damage.
Okay. 5 more fire damage, and it goes down. And its back kind of explodes open, and this charred kind of shark flesh sprays in the air as it falls over.
Ooh.
And Jarrett kind of looks over at you again, and renewed kind of vigor, and it seemed like he was doing fine holding off the Sahuagin. Even, retired, rapier in one hand, boy in the other, is faring incredibly well against all 3 of these things, but you managed to dispatch one of them. Okay, Gaziel, you're up. Boerth, you're on deck.
Can we get a status update, Jay, on how many enemies are still up?
Yeah, so basically none. The only one that you saw, there's a crab still on the dock, but it's still kind of just sitting up there, skittering around. There is a Sahuagin that went underwater. You don't know where it is, and that's it. Other than screams and the sounds of combat behind you.
And Dilly, it pop back up?
It hasn't. Dilyu's still up in the water. The Sahuagin has not popped back up.
Like a dill pickle.
Dilyu's just in front of you, treading water and swimming beside you, keeping an eye out for this thing.
Sorry.
All right.
Okay, Gaziel.
So, how close am I to Aella and Boerth?
How close are you to Aella and Boerth? About 15 feet.
15 feet?
Yeah.
So, could I move to them and then lay on hands for Aella?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah. So,
Aella, I'm coming for you.
Gaziel dives into the water and swims over, places her hands on. Radiant energy fills you, Aella, and you come back with how many points?
I'm going to use 3.
3 points. You got three hit points, Aella.
Hey. Thank you.
And
You're welcome.
you come back, spit a little bit of water out, and you guys are all kind
We're in this together.
She's back.
To the ship! Enough sweet talk! To the ship!
Yeah, you're up, Boerth.
I see nothing in front of me. I'll usher all of them over to towards the ship.
Okay, so you guys turn.
I say it really dramatically though, like to the ship.
That's very good. That's awesome.
That's it.
Okay,
So,
go ahead. Yeah.
I'll hold.
yeah.
I'm holding an action. So as we're moving, I'll get our 6. As they're moving forward, I'll get our 6, holding my action in case something appears.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Plunkrawk, cool.
Yeah, so I'll jump off the balcony. Wait, how deep is this water? Not very deep. Okay, so
like
I'm just going to climb back down.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's
okay.
10 feet's enough.
I can do that.
Yeah, totally.
10 feet's good.
Yeah.
So I'll jump off the balcony and head towards the ship.
Yeah, okay.
If I see him jumping down, I'll wait for him to go where he's not alone.
Okay.
And can I use my dash action in water? That's half.
Yeah, that's so basically 30. What's your movement?
30, right? Yep, 30.
Speed is 30? Okay. Isn't it 25 because you're small?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
30.
Awesome. Okay, so yeah, so you move 30 with the dash.
Cool.
Leaving me behind. Perfect.
I thought you were ushering me through.
I just see this. I see this wet Kancko just like swimming through.
I throw myself in the water in absolute despair. I have no friends, no prepared. I drown myself in sorrow.
Oh, that's great. Bolt, you see that Jarrett is now taking advantage of this Sahuagin going down, and he is now turned back towards you, and he is starting to back out in your direction. And you actually see past the area of the cottages, and the bridge that used to connect to the north end of Palma Flora has basically broken apart and is just floating, and there are bodies from the people who were part of the resort just floating, and you see that there are reef sharks that have kind of surrounded them and that are just kind of pulling them apart, unfortunately. And they weren't able to get to the other side. And on the far side, on the north bank of where Palma, Flora is, you see a bunch of people like just screaming and yelling and like waving and trying to get people over, but it's just not working. All right, back to where you guys are. He is going to double move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 back to you, and the Sahuagin actually let him leave. They don't want any part of this. Now that one of their guys has gone down, they turn around and you see them bust through the doors in these cabins. Let me remind everyone, you do not have your gear, which are currently in your rooms. Those of you that have rooms, which are in the inn that you are swimming away from. That is a DM gimme.
I would have slept on the ship, though, right?
Your stuff's in the ship, yes. Boerth's stuff is in the ship. Plunkrawk, you had left, I guess, your stuff in the ship as well. Bolt, your stuff is in your room at the inn. Bacalhau, your stuff is on you because you don't carry much.
I don't have a home.
Yeah, Gaziel, your stuff is in the inn.
Yes, you do.
And so is Aila's.
It's on your back.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
I wasn't vacationing. I was working. So I think I would have been in my leathers.
Yes, you were. Absolutely.
I just want to make sure.
Yep. 100%. So I will, at this point, actually, we're going to come out of initiative as you guys are all kind of swimming towards the ship. It seems as though the Sahuagin have now backed off. They're no longer attacking, it appears. And you guys have free actions. What do you do?
Yeah, I get into the ship from my swimming, if I can.
Okay, so who heads back to the ship?
Try to get up.
I swim back with Snow on my back.
Okay. Snow stuff is in the ship as well. So anybody who has their stuff in the ship continues back towards the ship. What are the rest of you who don't have your gear or your armor going to do?
I'll go over to Jarrett and I'll say, are you all right? What happened?
He says, but yes, of course. Thank you very much. You gave me a way to escape. But that ship, we need to get to the ship.
The ship? Why would we need to get there?
That's the only way off the island. Swim, boy, swim. And he puts the boy on his back, Gregory. Gregory kind of looks at you, kind of with a half smile, like still really upset and afraid, and almost kind of like immediately rests on Jarrett's back as Jarrett climbs into the water and starts to swim out towards the inn.
Okay. So the inn is, I have to swim to get to the inn.
Well, yeah. So the inn is between you and the ship. So he's just swimming in that direction.
Okay. I'm going to follow him.
Okay. All right.
Wait for me.
And I'm assuming you're going to stop at the inn to get your stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get to the inn.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, I'm going to say that everyone that needed to get your stuff in the inn, you had rooms on the second and top level, so you have to kind of like swim in through the windows. You actually manage to get your stuff, you get it onto your back, and you guys all manage to get to the ship. Within another 10 minutes or so, you're all up on board with Jarrett and the boy, and the ship is ready to disembark. Is there anything you guys want to do before it starts to disembark?
I want to try to make, while I was swimming, was there any way I could go retrieve that dagger that I lost in the water?
It's quite a ways out from where you are, and the water is incredibly murky. If you want to give me a survival check to see if maybe you think you could.
Sure, let's do that.
Is he going to go out?
Come on, that one.
That's a 15. Come on, Jay.
Yeah, with a survival check of 15, it's going to take you a while to find that dagger. It's 10 feet down, silty sand.
I grab you by your back tail feathers and Plunkrawk, what are you doing, fool? To the boat, bird. Should we stay or should we go now? Should we stay or should we?
That's good. That's good.
We'll be trouble. If I stay here, we'll be trouble. Go. Jason,
yes.
I'm going to take this moment, as I'll escort who's ever going into these taverns or these
inns. Yep. Yep.
I'll be an escort to whoever, and as they're going up to check for their stuff, as true as to my pirate self, I'll start rummaging around for coin, maybe some kind of magical items. I'll grab a bottle of grog.
Yeah,
anything I scavenge.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Happily, I wish I had that bardic inspiration again. I rolled a 12. I had +2, so 14.
Okay, with a 14, you find a floating bottle of the liquor that is used in the Palma Flora. It's the equivalent of a rum. And you find 2 of those bottles kind of floating by the bar.
Yeah, I'll stick it down my pants.
Yeah, nice.
In a non-creepy way.
And then you also find a little floating chest about this size, about 6 feet across. And it's floating up on top of the water.
That's not a little chest. 6 feet across?
No, sorry, 6 inches across. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, holy crap.
Why are you arguing with the Dungeon Master? Let him be. 6 feet. It's a casket.
Holy crap. That's a friggin' treasure chest.
Yeah.
I'll try to stick that in my tunic.
Okay, yeah, you can
keep my hands free with my halberd.
You've got a big pouch that you always kind of keep at your side for this sort of situation, and it fits perfectly in that pouch.
I had no idea, but now I do.
Yeah, now you do. Okay, and you managed to pocket some stuff. That's good. Okay, everybody gets their stuff. Boerth waits for you. Yes, Melanie.
Can I, when I was swimming back, my boomerang's there. Could I have picked up my boomerang?
Give me a investigation check.
Okay. Oopsies. Oops. I got a 15.
Yeah.
And we're good.
Well, add your investigation modifier, and I'll tell you.
Oh, okay. Investigation is +1, okay. So 16.
Yeah, so 16. With a 16, your boomerang, luckily, is lapping up against the side of the building because it's made of wood. And you actually find it, and you kind of give it a little bit of a sigh of relief.
Oh, hello, baby girl.
It's a bit of icing on the cake, I guess.
Yeah.
Silver lining, and you put it into its holster. And you guys swim out to the ship. Okay. Anyone else? We're good?
Thank you.
And I just have my javelin because it's on a rope behind me as I'm swimming.
Yes. You have lost one javelin, though. The other one that you used. No, you didn't, because you were holding it and you attacked with it with your hand. So I'm going to say no, you have your javelins.
Amazing.
You guys get on board, exhausted at this point, weary, battle-laden. You meet the captain, whose name is Three Earrings. She is a tabaxi, which is the same race as Snow. She is a white kind of snow leopard, cat-like humanoid. And she greets you. And you see a bunch of other kind of characters on the boat that will leave kind of descriptions until next time. But the captain gracefully invites you guys to make it down to the hold where you can rest. And that's kind of where the crew kind of stays. There is a captain's quarters and an officer cabin, but everyone else kind of stays in the hold on bedrolls and so on. And at this point, as exhausted as you are, you all lie down for a rest to kind of lick your wounds and take in what has just happened, and you can meet the rest of your the crew when you wake later today. At this point, it's probably no later than like 3 p.m. No, sorry, more like 2 p.m. actually, in the time that you've spent to do everything that you've done. As you all, go ahead, Boerth.
Yeah. I'll first of all make sure that we'll have a watch set and ready for the entire tour down. If I have to take that watch myself, I will.
Yep.
Second is right before we get to sleep, I'll sneak off to a corner of the galley, and I'll try to pop open that small chest in private.
Yeah, and that chest is quite easy to open. Not necessarily decorative, but it has 10 silver. 4 gold, and 3 copper in it.
Great. I will close it back up.
Yeah.
And I'll go over to 3 earrings and while Snow's next to her.
Yeah.
And I'll say, Captain, I'll pocket one of the gold.
Yeah.
I found this in as I was escorting people to get their equipment. It is a boon to you, Captain. As always, I bring you all my tithings.
She says, "Aye, thank you. And for that, I would say, as usual, you will keep 20%.
Oh, thank you, Captain. I am so appreciative.
I like it. Good. So you can keep 20% of that, whatever that is. All right. Anybody else want to do anything quick before you kind of... You're all very exhausted. I'll give you kind of one action or one thing to do before you kind of lay your head down to rest.
Did Zilna make it back?
Who, sorry?
Zilna?
Zilna was on the ship still.
Oh, okay. So she headed back the day before.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I would probably seek her out.
Yeah.
Make sure that she's still alive so that she can, keep her promise.
Yeah. She was actually planning to leave and stay in Palma, Flora. And now this has changed her plans dramatically, obviously. So she'll at least be with you until the next stop.
Okay.
Anyone else?
I'm going to go just sit by myself on a barrel or something. And while I'm sort of tweaking and maintaining some of my little gizmos, I'll go over that battle in my head, what went right and what went wrong.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm deciding that I left the dagger embedded in the creature I killed.
Yeah.
So it's clearly not good as a dagger for me.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave it
for roleplay purposes. If you can decide what you take from that and kind of what you apply to for future endeavors and future tactics.
Okay.
Joel?
If I see Bolt kind of getting sticking to himself,
yeah,
I'll wander over to him and just whisper into my fist like this, just whisper and point at him and just be like, "You did quite well, my friend, quite well." And it goes right into his mind.
Okay.
Not telepathically, but you can hear a whisper.
Yeah.
Can I
Go ahead. Sorry.
Was he behind me or in front of me?
Yeah.
Oh, God, thank you. And your song was quite moving as well. Thank you for that.
Gaziel?
Can I mingle with everybody on the ship, get to know them,
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're incredibly exhausted.
I'm too tired.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that you guys at this point probably aren't in the mood necessarily for mingling.
I'll do it when I wake up.
And you just kind of want to rest up, but absolutely, when you're back up, there will be much time for mingling. Anyone else?
Great.
All right.
No? Okay.
Rest indeed.
Weary and beaten, you manage to find slumber quite quickly. 1 second, I'm going to just switch over here. Weary and beaten, you manage to find slumber quite quickly. As you sleep, you begin to dream of a wooded vale, and this is for all of you, dense with coniferous trees and the sounds of a babbling brook nearby. Birds chirp from the canopy above, and happy critters scamper around the bush that surrounds you. You find yourself sitting in a clearing, a campsite surrounding a roaring fire with 6 stumps that have been spread out like stools. A single item sits perched atop each stool. You see a strangely shaped wand, a cursed great axe, a lemon tart, and a magical scroll with the image of a tiny hut inscribed on it. You look down at the stump you currently sit atop, and leaning against it is a pair of expertly crafted elven swords. Short swords, to be exact. You suddenly feel a warm hand on your shoulder, and a voice that says, "Fight well and with purpose." You're jolted awake, and immediately look at the palm of your hand as the glowing symbol of an oak leaf with the initials SMO inscribed in it. It immediately fades and it disappears.
Do I just feel something in my hand?
Yes, you all feel this warmth in your hand, and it jolts you awake for a moment, and you look down. And you now all have the charm of the Bladesinger. And to honor Todd, once ever, you choose to do each of the following. You can deal an extra 3d6 to a single target in combat. Choose to speak in any accent or dialect convincingly for the duration of 1 hour. Inside joke for those of you. Cast the Hunter's Mark spell, or cast Pass Without a Trace. And now you all have the charm of the Bladesinger. And that goes up to Todd. And with that, guys, we're going to end the session tonight. Keep each other safe and well during this time. Thank you so much, Matt, for joining us, bud. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
Boerth will be back as much as you would like to be back. So you let me know. And you're always welcome. And of course, thank you for the ongoing sponsorship. Thank you to all our sponsors. If you enjoyed what you saw tonight, consider making us your subscription or your Twitch Prime subscription, as well as follow. And we love what we do here. And in times like this, a year almost to the day after losing a beloved friend and comrade and fellow player, it's incredibly important that we do this. And even when we can't be in the same room, this means so much to so many people, including our viewers, who many of them have said that they love Todd's story and what he has what it has taught them about the importance of D&D in their lives, and even being able to watch a group play because they don't have their own group gets them through the week. And we've gotten tons of messages from viewers that say that just us being here and playing every week gets them through another week. So as important as that is, I love you all. Matt, I love you, man. You guys have an incredible week. Tomorrow night, Behind the Screen at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Nolzer's on Sunday, and then we'll see you back for episode 3 a week today in Wildemount. You guys have a great night, okay? Thanks.
Thanks for the night, Jay. You are awesome tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Good work, Jay.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks.